Welcome, everybody. How's it going? We're back. Take it away, DM.
All right. Well, looks like we are back for a rousing game of we're calling this a personal adventure because there's only 3 of our players here tonight. I think we scared off the others or they died, one of the two, and we will see what happens next week.
It
But
died.
as we left, Bacon was offered the speakership by none other than a current running for the speaker, Olissa. Let me get an A. Where is she? She is Olivesa Untapor. She is the barrel maker. Her family is rich in history in this town, and she is one of the candidates who is asking if Bacon would like to be the candidate of speaker in her place. Our characters just finished an adventure here in Goodmead to give themselves a few extra points in the town. They have 9 days left of free room and board if they'd like it. I think you've used one night. You haven't even used one night yet.
You gave us long rest. I think we did.
Did you? Was it the night before you guys took a long rest? That may have been it. And the other thing is, you guys are potentially still heading southwest towards Dugan's Hole because, as we were discussing last week and every other week, they've got wolves as big as horses. Raving
Ride 'em, cowboy.
Causing uprising and murder and mayhem in that city. So, Bacon, you are staring face to face with Miss Olivesa. Let's see if I have a picture of her that you could use. I don't think she came in with a picture, but let me find you whatever you want to do.
Boy, lassie, no. Thanks, but no thanks. I've got lots of work to do. The wolves, the snow, the ice queen. You gotta put a stop to it all.
Go ahead.
Ain't got no time for politics. Nor any inclination either. But thanks anyway.
You see the look on her face not go dour, but more like a sigh of understanding, but also she wishes you would have accepted. And she continues on her way, leaving the inn and leaves you to your table. And everything suddenly starts to get a little louder again in the room, and maybe it was everybody stopped talking because they wanted to hear what was going on. But the town, the regular chit chat is continuing on, and you guys now are free to do whatever you want since the speakership has been turned down.
Well, lads, can you imagine me as speaker running the town?
I don't know.
We're the right people,
you
but
talk
not for that.
funny.
Hey,
it's for a lot of free stuff.
No, it's a lot of just pain in the neck work. That's what it is.
I
Don't
promise
want
I
none of that.
Pain. I'd feel no pain for you. We'd cheer you on, maybe vote for you for the right price too.
No, I just wanna fight with me axe and kill some baddies.
Well, where are we going to kill some baddies at then? Where you want to go? Still the wolves, or we got another agenda?
Yeah, we've got the wolves. That's what we're coming down this way for.
Is it morning time now, or is it still night?
I think it's late afternoon after you guys got back from the...
No, we came back. Remember, we pushed nighttime because I was peed off that everybody had to spend an extra day, and I was worried about people dying from the wolves. So,
you're right.
We pushed late night to come in.
And both you and Corwin are both exhausted.
Well, Corwin disappeared.
Corwin
right
did
after
disappear.
We got here.
Okay, well then, if the staying over a night to rest, you have a point of exhaustion. Only you.
Well,
after you
until
had a
I sleep,
night.
right? Do I have exhaustion before or when I wake
No,
up?
no. The last thing I remember is that you guys went to sleep, and when you woke up, Corwin was gone.
Okay.
And remember, it was the weapons. It was the curse from the weapons you were holding. Yeah.
But every time you take a long rest, you gain a point of exhaustion back. So that's why I was wondering if it was when we woke up or before we fell asleep.
No, when you woke up, you had a night full of nightmares to a point where you got no rest, and therefore you woke up with a point of exhaustion.
Gotcha. It has already been marked.
Gotcha.
Is that something I would realize or pick up on?
That's up to him. Does he want to?
That's why I was asking if we realize it or not.
I mean, maybe you see
You
his
guys
sleep
wake me
under
up,
his eyes. Or...
Yeah. It took me a little longer to get up than normal. I mean, a little bit, blackness underneath my eyes, a little tired looking, but otherwise I'm like, no, I'm awake, I'm fine, let's go. And then we ran into the lady, I'm assuming the next morning then, or was that the night before?
Say that one more time, sorry.
Ran into the lady for breakfast when I was offered
That was for breakfast, so yes.
Okay.
That was the next morning.
Well, so after breakfast, I guess, unless someone has something else they want to do.
I'm pretty ready to go. I had a good night's sleep.
All right.
Good to go.
Lollipops and Loch Ness dragons.
Let's make sure we find these wolves and stop them from attacking the next town.
Aye, let's get to it.
Feels like it's getting colder every day.
It is. Every day. Get my magic thingamajiggy here. La 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 la.
So we need to go out the southwest road?
Southwest, yes. It is a 4-hour trip.
What's the weather like?
Who
I'll
wants to
roll that
weather
one.
check it? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
55.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not bad. It's not good either. We'd consider it a normal winter's day. Light rain/snow coming down. It is cold, and the wind is coming from the It's coming from the north.
West?
No. West-northwest. There we go. It's coming from the west-northwest, so you're going to be pushing it into the right side of your face as you walk. So not into it, but it's pushing against you. Alright. Anybody want to encounter?
No, not really.
Okay. All right, then it's all good. Then we have no encounters. All right. So you make your way towards the Dugan Hall, and apparently there's no encounters on the way. So about, I would say, you're 4 hours out, maybe a half hour before you get to town. You see a wolf, a large wolf, off to your front right. So coming from the northwest, he's not walking towards you. He's kind of walking perpendicular to you. So he will meet you on the road in a little bit, but you see him walking with a limp. And I mean, as animals will walk, it's that step skitter, step skitter, step skitter. I mean, he's in the distance. You can only see so far, but you can see his shadow at first. So there's no need to say, "Hey, what's that?" You see it. And
Hold up. Let it pass us, maybe?
okay. So, as you see it doing its step skitter, it gets to the road. Go ahead. What Bacon?
Or should we take it out now while it's all alone before it can attack other people?
Can I assess, being a healer, how injured it looks like as
Yeah,
if we get a little closer and get it into range more than a shadow, I'm assuming?
that you can. As you get a little bit closer, why don't you roll an insight?
Insight or medicine?
Roll a medicine.
21.
You notice that he's limping. You notice that he is limping from his back left leg. You can't ascertain an injury.
But there's no blood or
right. You don't
that
see
type of thing.
Correct. You don't see half of it hanging off. You don't see an arrow stuck in it. You just see that his back leg is he's favoring the other legs.
Does it look like a normal wolf? Just really large size?
No, this is a large white wolf. And
white wolves.
And when you see it,
I go back to Bacon and I just say I think we should see what it does first. If it just crosses our path and keeps going, maybe we let it go. Because we're out here to find them anyways. I'd rather go talk to people in town to make sure we know what we're hunting first.
Good idea.
And so as you get closer to it and you see it cross the road, you see it stop, and it looks towards you like it sees you.
Wave at it.
And it waves back at you. You see it. We'll say we're good. You can see 60 feet, 80 feet out. It's morning. It's bright, as bright can be, and you see it start to walk towards you. And Patrick, sorry, go ahead, Howler.
Should I just go on guard?
I got you. Roll an insight. You see it doing its step, step, limp, step, step, limp, step, step, limp.
11, pretty normal.
All right. Does anybody else want to roll an insight?
Sure.
I know you want to, Briar.
I love doing insights. Wait.
It reminds me of an old
Prior 20, Bacon 14.
Okay, so you three are standing there. I'm guessing across, three, Mo, Larry, and Curly across the street. You're not one person in front of each other. You've created a fence line.
If we were like assessing a thing, I would imagine we'd be as hidden as we could in an open road type atmosphere, unless there's bushes something along the side. So yeah, I would be ducking down at least and like squatting next to a snowbank as much as I could, trying to assess.
Okay, so as the three of you are assessing, where are you? Where are you compared to each other? I just need to know who's where. The three of you all on the same side? Are you on two different sides of the road? Where do you want to be?
Probably all together so we could talk quietly.
Okay, so you can talk quietly all together. So Howler, what do you tell them about the medicine what did you ascertain to let them know?
I tell him that it seems like he's favoring a leg and he's limping, but he doesn't look to be scarred, cut, or stuck with anything. So I'm thinking maybe it's just a broken leg.
Okay, so you say that, and as you're explaining this to Briar and to Bacon, you tell them that you think he might have a leg injury because he's he's kind of limping on his left leg. And
left
Bacon
rear,
looks at you.
Right?
Yep, correct, left rear. And Bacon looks at you and says, not Bacon, sorry. Briar looks at you and goes, his left rear leg? He's limping on his right rear leg right now.
Oh, it's a trap. Look around everywhere and see if we can see other ones.
So at that point, Bacon turns to look around, and let's just see. Why don't you roll me a perception?
I'd definitely be looking at this point too.
Aren't you glad you have a Goliath barbarian with you?
I'm taller, so I can see out further easier.
Yeah, he's standing up. That's why he sees everything.
We're
trying to be stealthy and squatting down next to the snow.
Well, at this point, you don't see anything, but the wolf continues to. But you are on the lookout. You are actively going. There's something wrong. So how close do you let this wolf get to you?
It's very unusual to even have a wolf approach us.
It's not running. It's still limping.
I'll make sure I'm between it and the other guys.
So you'll stand between those two and it.
Toy.
So, didn't we ascertain like a higher level of intelligence in the white wolf we attacked before it talked, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Boy, don't know if I like these smart ones. All right there, Whitey. What you want?
I thought
As
about trying to
as
talk to it,
Howler
and I
as
just
Howler
zipped
thinks
my
he's
lips.
fighting. Exactly. As Howler thinks he remembers something about you're supposed to take your coat and open it really big because that scares off. Oh wait, that's cougars.
Yeah, the bar cougars, right?
That's right. And you say that, and the wolf stops. Its ears perk forward. We'll say, how close did you let it get? I mean,
Uh,
yelling distance. Remember, with this type, you can hear about 100 feet away, so he
Even
could
with the
hear
wind and
you.
everything.
That's what I'm saying. With the wind, you're probably going to get to 60. He was 80 when you saw the first limp. He's getting. How close do you want to get to him so that you can yell so he hears you?
let's say 50. We'll say
So you'll get to
50.
50. You will say that, and you will see him stop, and you can get some details now. You know it's a white wolf. You can see that. It's 50 feet away. You see the little ears perk towards you. You see its head cocked to the side a little bit. And you hear it start to do a little whimper. You know, but he's still doing his limp a little bit.
You can stop the act. We know you're not hurt. Where's your friends?
And at that point, you see him shake his fur, shakes his head. You see him straighten his head up, you see him straighten his back out, and he's like,
Looks like he grew up another 1.5 feet taller.
at least, maybe 2. And to not, I guess, more to appease your knowledge, he straightens up and takes a few steps at normal, and then as Briar was looking around, coming off from probably about 90 degrees, we'll say off to your right. If the road's directly in front of you, straight off to your right, you see another wolf approaching, not running, not in full attack, just basically walking. It's not even trotting. They are just walking to. They're not surrounding you. They're not in a
Is it another white
corralling.
wolf?
Another white wolf looks maybe a little bit smaller.
Going in the same path the first one was.
No. So now they're doing this towards you, but they're not corralling you, like making sure you don't move off and stuff like that. They're just walking at 90 degrees coming towards you.
I make sure I point out the other one to everybody else.
And the wolf is very happy that you did. It thanks you. And but they're just walking towards you.
Well, I know the other two guys short, especially Bacon. He's about knee high to me, so I make sure he can see.
I'll pull out shield and my battle axe and just kind of hands on my hips, being like, "All right, what's it to be? What are we doing? Are we fighting, or you want to talk?"
And the wolves finally speak. And the one wolf off to your right says, "Enough, Corin. Enough. These aren't those simple-minded townsfolk that we're used to." And what you see, we'll give you one of these just because you're special. Then we know that. I gotta get it. If I can find, there it is. Open up. There it is. Let me find the picture. Where are they? You see this. And by the way, you are not the little halfling in front with a.
Well, he's slightly taller than that.
You're
Just
slightly taller
slightly.
than okay.
At least 3.5
But they
inches.
are large wolves. These are, in fact, they're. Let's see what it actually says. I think they're considered large. So they're not your tiny average white wolf. They are considered monstrosities. So they're big. And they look to be about the size of horses.
No, we're not your normal townsfolk. What would you be doing if we were?
And the one who's coming from the right, again, is telling the other one, just quit the act. They're not buying it. Look at these are the smart ones. And she bares her fangs at the other wolf, who then dips his head and is like, "Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to ask them for help now."
What type of help? As I stand up next to Bacon now, because I hear help, and I'm a helpful guy. Because we're the right people.
Correct. So we'll say Kanan is the one off to your 90, to your right, and Keenan is the one in front of you. So Kanan off to your right.
Corin and Kanan?
So Corin and Kanan. Kanan is the one to the right. Corin was the one who was trying to trick you at first. You see Kanan say, "It's awfully cold in that lodge for those townsfolk. They could really use the help." And you hear Kanan go, "But I don't think they can do it. I don't think they can help. I mean, what about, Garagi? He doesn't like anybody." And they start to explain to you about some of the townsfolk that have been taken to a lodge not far away from here that's run by a giant. And he's herding these halflings from this village.
Are the wolves' eyes glowing blue like we've seen other possessed things?
Well, I thought the pictures showed wolves' eyes glowing blue.
That's why I was verifying.
Yeah, you see wolves' eyes glowing blue. In fact,
but did the other white wolf that we fought have the same way?
No.
Oh.
I point that out to Bacon in a whisper in his ear. I'm like, their eyes are blue like the others that we've came across.
And I'll nudge next to me. I'll nudge Briar, and I'll be like pointing the eyes, like, look at their eyes.
And I asked the wolves, "What are these halflings to you?"
And the wolves are like, "Nothing. We want to save them. We want to help we want to help them be returned to the city." And the other wolf's like, "Yeah, they just got caught up in bad times, and we just don't think they're gonna live in this lodge. It's way too cold for these little townsfolk."
Interesting. So are they
Can I roll an
bite-sized
insight?
for you, or
Go ahead.
Just to see if I'm like picking up on anything, knowing their eyes are a little blue and.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Do they sound like they're telling the truth?
Yes.
Ooh.
And that's their true intention. They want to save them. I don't get anything else from that.
The truth you get from them is that there are people being held.
But not necessarily that
they want
them.
to save them. Correct.
They have another agenda, in other words.
So
I kind of tell Bacon that too. I'm like, they're telling us the truth that the halflings seem to be taken and held hostage here, but they have another. I have a feeling they have another alternative to why they want us to help them.
So, why are you telling us this? Like, what do you get out of it?
And the one from the right was Coran. Kanan says in a last before we'll say before she turns and heads back from the direction they came, she's like, "They aren't gonna last much longer before Garagi skins and eats them." And you see them both take off full speed to the northwest.
Do we know who Garagi is?
No.
Anybody, like, is that a name of a giant in the area that we might have heard of or anything? Nothing?
No.
Okay.
Not that you've heard.
Well,
No,
Bacon and I have traveled the areas a lot, so that's why I was wondering if
I'll
we had
give you
heard
a
it.
I'll give you a history to see if it's come up in chat, but it's not going to be an easy one because this is more this
Natural 20?
Yeah, you guys never hear
22?
it.
I
You
never
guys
heard it
haven't
with a
heard.
22?
No, you may have heard
Damn.
Garagai, but not Garagi. It was close.
That's my name.
Your name is close? Okay.
Yeah, I'm always
Klaus.
close to things. I'm always
That's right.
close to stuff, but never there.
So do I get with a 46?
You don't get a chance. You're not from around here. By the way, you did better than Bacon.
But hey, I'm
So
glad.
you
I know
see
sometimes.
you see those two head to the northwest from the
I look at
road.
the other two and I say, do we want to follow? We might have to deal with them after, but maybe we can get
Well, we'll see
them
if
to
we have
fight
to kill them.
the giants.
What's that, Briar?
Well, we'll see if they're leading us into a trap and if we have to kill them now or later.
Well, I was been thinking about that, and if they wanted to ambush us with like more of their kin, they obviously knew we were around before we saw them. They could be doing that already. So I don't think it's any kind of trap. There's something else going on here. I don't like the look of their eyes and the chance that they might be controlled by the Ice Queen. But if there's people to save and that's the truth, then perhaps we should look into it.
We should ask them for a ride. And I start
There's,
double timing it after them, I guess, if we're following.
Yep.
if they're scared of this giant, we should be too.
Yeah. A B C D E F G. I'm just figuring something out. H I J K L M N O P Q R. Oh, so you're following the wolves?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, no, you decide to follow the wolves. It isn't that hard. The wolves are keeping themselves, they're running full speed, so it's not like they're dancing on top of the ice or the snow. But it is snowing, so let's see what happens here. Somebody
Okay.
give me a
Remind me, exhaustion. I have disadvantage on all my ability checks that I've been doing, so.
Oh my
I
God!
totally
Yes.
forgot about that. Somebody on the internet will yell at us because I didn't do it. So.
All right. So then, since we're running across the world, it's going to take 3 checks just to get there. You are now off land, but you are on snowshoes.
Yep.
So give it a whirl. So Bacon decides that it's going to start snowing a lot harder to a point where it is a full-blown blizzard. So we need someone who's going to be in the lead again to try and keep you on the same heading. And what are you gonna do? Tie each other off again, or?
Yeah, we should get use some rope and
Like you did before. So the question
yep.
though is, are you going to sit it out, or are you going to try and
No, I'm
wind it?
assuming we're going to try to walk through it.
Okay.
Briar's leading us because he seemed to be the one that did the best in the blizzard last time.
All right. So Briar, we need you to give us a what did we use before?
Survival.
Survivalist. Yep. Roll your survival.
So I make a good windbreak.
Basically. You are perfectly heading in the right direction, and you are keeping an eye on the footprints. Now, again, these the tracks that you're following are fresh and deep in the snow. It is blizzarding, but you can still follow the holes where they came from. Bacon, why don't you roll us to see if there's anything going on along the way? Nah,
Well, the
we'll
wolf
give
should
you
have
that.
taken it apart, right?
Should have.
Scared it off.
So, give me another survival there, Bacon. That's what I meant, Briar. And he decides to take you. Let's see which way he took you. Well, he's taking you exactly in a west-northwest direction. That's what I rolled last time. So you totally screwed it up, but turned yourself into a complete 360 apparently. Now you got one more.
Goliaths are good that way.
So Briar did it. Howler custom rolled for some reason. Are you rolling for an
thought you
encounter?
said you needed another winter or whatever.
Oh no,
Check,
it's another survival check. Yeah, it's gonna winter now until you get to what you see. There is suddenly a break in this snow. You notice, I would say that the tracks you're following probably are 80% full of fresh snow, so you can still see the indents. And the blizzard starts to break up. It starts to get bright and sunny. It's like you're in Florida, but not really. And
which means it's
suddenly,
blinding out.
that's
Fresh
right.
white snow.
So, and then in front of you, you see this. It stops snowing, clears up, and as this veil of snow is finally completing its final landing, jutting up from this vast tundra is a towering edifice built entirely of ice, completely white. It has domed structures, easily 3 times the height and width of any building found in the 10 towns.
Well, they be tall enough for giants.
And you are approaching from the east. So if I go to here and I go to here, let me see if I can get to here. Let's see how far away this. All right, so you are going to appear.
Do I notice any giant markings, architecture, symbols, or anything?
No, not from 80 feet, 100 feet away. Um, this lodge has three tall openings on its east side as you're getting close to it. And on top of that, you also see, as you get closer, probably within 80 feet or so. Let me get into the right layer. La, 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 la. Oh, probably have to do this. You see these. This is what you see. Boop. You see 2 white wolves standing at the front of this lodge.
With glowing blue eyes?
With glowing blue eyes.
Are they large?
They resemble the exact same thing you saw.
Yeah.
Only about an hour and a half ago. I'm going to even do this for you because you're special.
Are they large? Because then they should take up a 2x2 square.
Yep, I'll get there. I just gotta zoom in and give you access to.
Just wanted to know. I mean, I'm assuming the 2x2 squares are the big squares, not the little squares, because
right. I'm getting
our
there.
medium is in there. Okay.
So I gotta go to him.
Otherwise, this place would be ginormous if we were smaller. So.
I was gonna say otherwise, or we grew.
Yeah, or you grew. So there, you guys are now 5 feet. They are now 10 feet. As you approach, you see 2 winter wolves standing at the front, and you hear the Canaan looking at Corin and says, "It looks like they followed us. It looks like they really do want to help these poor townsfolk." If a wolf could say after you with their paw, the wolf says, "The right inside. You just gotta save them."
So, why, if you want them saved, why didn't you do it yourself? You could take a giant. You're huge.
And they.
Is it dark inside? Looking through the 3 openings or whatever.
Yes, it is dark. There is no light coming that you can tell or perceive. Just right this very and they're like, and the wolves actually say, well, Garug is not home right now. This is your chance."
Who is
And I
this
ask
Grog?
again.
That was the giant
Yeah.
that they said was holding the halflings.
So
Say that again.
You didn't answer me question. What if why 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 didn't you rescue him yourself if you want him rescued?
They look down at their paws. How are we supposed to open locks?
All right.
It's kind of hard without those opposable thumbs.
Well, do you know which door we go in to find them?
And they shake their heads and like, we don't know how it's laid out. We just know that they were brought inside. That's how they explain it.
Well,
So it's dark inside, you said, right? You couldn't see in at all?
It's dark. It is dark. Let me just make sure because there should not be any lights. There is no light from this. There's not even like a flicker of light. The only light you're getting is whatever dim lights there are outside, possibly reflecting, if there is such a reflection, off of inside ice walls.
I don't trust him to go in and leave him at our backs. That's what I tell Bacon.
Aye, but again, why they could have ambushed us before now.
The Ice Maiden possesses things and gives them bigger intelligence than they probably should have.
You think we should just attack them now?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know either.
I mean, if anything, we get trapped. We're in there with them, and we pray our teammates that are not with us now can come save us.
Well,
or do we leave them outside, lock them outside the door?
There's no doors.
There's just 3 openings.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're as big as
no
the
doors.
openings. So at least if we were inside, they could only come at us one at a time.
I totally agree with that.
All right.
I guess I kind of timidly asked the wolves, since Bacon's the one been talking. I'm like, is there another way in?
And they actually look at you inquisitively and said, and you see this look of, no, this would be the only way into Garagi's lair.
Well, pretending like we can't see the map,
we'll ignore the big hole on the bottom. Yeah.
Well, you could roll an insight and say, I don't know if I believe you, but.
Oh no, but I'm just thinking. All right, let's do it the same way we've been doing all the caves. We start on the left.
All right.
So we go in the left door.
And Kanan kind of says, no. You need to go through the middle. They're right down the middle.
Now I'll do an insight check.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it's at disadvantage, so I'm gonna be screwed. But
yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, not bad.
8.
Yeah, no, you don't sense any lying of any sort or misdirection of any sort. Anybody else? Bacon, you still don't really sense.
Nope.
And of any
that was investigation. That was
sorry.
an insight.
Oh, that's okay. It's so I don't. Perhaps they are in the middle, but this is how we explore and make sure there's nothing going to sneak up out of the dark at us. We go in the left and we follow the outside.
I'll roll to see if. Oh no, they're way too smart for that. They go that corridor just leads to a dead end. Dead.
Then why are you blocking it from us seeing it? And that means you've been in here before. So why can't you go in and find them?
No opposable thumbs.
So you lead us in. We'll follow you.
And they are doing whatever they can to not do it.
Uh,
What are you scared of inside?
There are wolves.
You're wolves. Why are you scared of the inside?
all right.
We're the right people. We do it the right way. So I say we go left.
Man, he steps out of the way.
All right. I was just about to.
You were gonna throw down, weren't you?
I was gonna throw down. I was gonna start us off. All right, I'm gonna go inside and I'll turn around. Oh,
They are not following you.
okay. And we go
And
inside.
as you go inside, I'm guessing does
There's a dead
Howler
ice giant in the cage, isn't there?
you see? So Howler, do you use your usual light and all that?
I have it at the ready, but I'm not casting it yet, as we are trying to be stealthy.
Okay.
Right.
So you were trying to be stealthy, and
So I
as you
have
come,
my hand on the back of Bacon because I know he can see in the dark.
all right. So
And I'm
Bacon,
guiding Briar since he can't see.
all right. Oh, there's the blind leading the blind. All right. Well, you do see two gray, not black, but grayish shapes inside what seems to be a metal structure.
I explain that and I say, so, all right, Howler. Do I see him moving?
You see them rising up because they hear you too.
So,
And go ahead.
and I can't see what they are.
Oh, they're short and they look humanoid.
Do we
And you
risk
hear them say, "Who's there? Is there anybody there?" Okay,
Howler.
now I gotta look up. Hold on a second.
Do we risk lighting a torch?
Yeah, or
Okay.
Howler's light. Howler has his light ready.
If you
So
tell me
go
to
ahead.
cast it, I cast it on your shield.
All right. They cast it on my shield, and I step forward and shine the shield and point the shield towards the cage.
And you see two teenage halflings sitting inside this cage. A girl and a male and a female. Now they're both spindly, thin, and of course, small-ish peoples. It's a huge slatted animal cage when you have the light appear, with a locked gate attached by two rusty hinges. It stands against the wall of the chamber. Trapped inside are two shivering. Oh, I lied. They changed it. Humans, not halflings. Humans in cold weather clothing, and they look joyfully at you. You hear the boy say, "Celia, I told you there'd be help. They'd send help." And you hear Celia go, "Oh, thank God you're here.
Who
Oh,
would send
Who are
help?
you?" Hmm?
Who would send help is what I say.
And they say, "You are from the town, right? You are from Dugan's Hole."
Not yet.
We
oh,
haven't exactly made contact
yeah.
yet.
We haven't we, we haven't quite made it there yet, but we were on our way, and then these two wolves, huge wolves, said that there are halflings that here
The
somewhere here
townsfolk
to
were trapped
rescue.
here.
So as you look into the cage, and with your now lights shining in, you see the female is a spindly girl with pointy teeth. Why she has to have pointy teeth, I don't know. Snow clings to the hair of her long braids. She's ready to do whatever it takes to get back to her mom's in Dugan's Hole. Of the two siblings, she's more proactive. You see Finn, a boy, a piebald face flanked by small malformed ears. He's got some big ears. Um, and he's examining the brackets that are holding the slats of the cage, looking like he's trying to find a way to break them. Yes, they are small. Yes, they are thin, but they are not thin enough to get through the slats. The slats are just too big. Those metal slats are widely spaced. Again, not enough for the teenagers to slip between them. Um, they are made of metal. They are metal hard and metal cold. Um, what do you guys do?
How hard is lock 2 open? Is it pickable?
Well, of course, it's pickable. All
It,
locks are pickable.
is it
All
look
locks
like?
are breakable.
Does Does it look like something
Not
I'd be
all
able to
locks are
break
pickable
with
if
my
they're
hand,
magic.
or
Well, but then you use a magic spell to pick them. So you can. What are you going to try and do?
I asked if we got anybody here and pick the lock. Otherwise, I'll break it.
Nope. I don't.
If anybody has thieves' tools, you can pick. You can try to attempt to pick the lock.
Nope. Don't have thieves' tools.
Nope.
Okay.
Is it small enough I can break it myself without making a lot of noise?
You can try to bend the bars if you would like, and you could roll an athletics check for that.
I will try that because I'm still trying to be quiet.
Boy, you were loud. No, you did not actually. An 11 does not cause the bars to bend. You grunt and you moan and you cry, but nothing ends up causing the bars to bend.
Is there anything in here that I can use as a lever or leverage?
Well, if you ask the shield dwarf, he has a crowbar.
No, I
Has
didn't have a.
I
I
thought
didn't
you
have
had
a
that last
crowbar.
time. We used
Someone
it.
else had one.
I
We
have a
used it.
crowbar.
Okay,
There.
the tall, other, shorter barbarian Goliath person has a crowbar.
I
I'll
hand
see
him the
what I can
crowbar.
use.
So now you can do it with advantage.
Okay.
I knew somebody did. Okay. So the question is, are you doing it to bend or are you doing it to break?
Bend enough for them to get out.
So you bend the bar enough and you can get one side. You're going to need another side to make it skinny and oval enough so they can squeeze through. They can get one shoulder through, but they can't get the other one. So do you want to roll another with advantage? Go ahead.
Yep.
Since you seem to be rolling 20s and all that other stuff.
Oh,
That one
Double
you
He
don't.
ones.
doesn't.
Did you just break my crowbar?
Yes. No, but he bent it. It's got an extra curve in it.
Hmm.
so shall we make some noise?
That's up to you.
Bend it back.
Can I bend it back?
I don't know. Can you?
I'll try. I'll try to fix it.
What'd you get?
First roll's an 18. Not
Okay, you
using the
bend.
crowbar to fix the crowbar.
Okay, you bend the crowbar to fix the crowbar.
Okay. Actually, is locked. Does it have a chain around the door?
No, it's an actual lock pad. It's a lock on the door.
Oh,
It's
okay. So I can't
Hmm.
break the lock out.
not
How
currently, no.
how about the hinges?
There are hinges and there are hinge pins.
Can I use a crowbar to either break them or remove the hinge pin?
You can try. Does any of you have any? Because it is a large cage, large enough for a mammoth. Does anybody have any like a piton? Not pitons. Spike, not iron spikes, but I guess pitons, the things you'd knock into rock
Pittons.
Yeah.
to hook the actual crampons. So a piton that maybe you could tip the pin out of.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I don't
Got a
have any
miner's pick
pitons.
otherwise, too.
So does anybody have pitons or no?
I do
Unless you
not.
can find something else that's going to be small enough that you guys can think of
Would
that
they
you
be in our cold weather gear?
Not
No.
necessarily. No.
cold weather gear is it's not mountaineering.
Okay.
It's just
I
living in
don't
the
have any
cold.
then.
I don't think I added that, but let me see. I do. I have 4 of them.
There you go. So we're looking like a piton, and do you have a hammer, or you can use the the not a miner's pick, but a mountaineering pick. So you have a hammer on one side and a pick on the other. You have something like that, or he can use the back end of a thingamajiggy.
Um, Actually, wait, did I grab? Hold on, did I grab
I'm,
that?
I'm
I may have grabbed. I may have grabbed. Oh, I meant to grab one of the. Oh, those are axes anyway.
Uh-oh, the wolves are running off. They delivered the food and now they ran off.
Yup. Yeah, no, I don't have a specific hammer. So, but maybe the battle axe. Use the flat end
Go
of the
ahead.
battle axe. Let's try that.
Okay.
What do you want? What do you want? Just like a.
Any flat surface, he has a chance to, as long as he accurately hits it, he can basically hit the piton into where the hinge part would be.
All right. So do you want just an attack with it?
Yeah, that's just an attack.
Cool.
Okay, and
You hit your
you
finger.
you either hit your finger or more likely you also, the tip of the piton wasn't on maybe the actual pin, so you were hitting the hinge when you were tipping it or something like that. Maybe the light needs to be redirected or.
I'll
All right.
grab his shield from him since he's doing the work now to give him better light.
There you go.
All right. All right. That's it. We'll line it up just like this, and then there we go. We got the right angle now.
All right. So you feel the pins start to maybe the rust or the metal gets, because it's cold warped right now, so you might get the pin to move a little bit, and if you use the crowbar now you pull the pin out, you are making metal to metal noise. I mean, it isn't screaming, but it is metal to metal, and you are making noise. It is going to take you a good probably 10 minutes to get one of these pins out, and there are 3 hinges on this door, so you're looking at about 30 minutes of the pulling up, the actual working.
Mm.
Once you've broken it, once you've cracked it, you can remove it. It just has to be worked out. So if you want to do 2 more attacks to get the next 2 pins,
Do we want
Perhaps
Otherwise, 2, and then we can wedge the crowbar in and pull it apart probably for humans to
well,
get out of the door.
but
okay.
then are they going to come with us when we check out the rest of the place and see who else is here? Maybe we should go explore and come back after we make sure it's safe.
we know
Well,
they're safe in a cage for a moment?
if
We
we
go
get them
find the key.
out, we can tell them to just stay here.
But in that
We
time,
ask
maybe
them, do you want to come with us because we still need to assess the rest of this place? Or would
And
you rather...
and you see them, the boy more grabs the brother, more grabs the girl, and is like, "No, no, we can't go until Norsu is 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 taken care of, because he'll hunt us down."
who's that? The big wolf?
She's like,
The giant?
the girl looks at you kind of like, really? The wolf?
We're not from around here.
Apparently you're not. She says, "No, Norsu, Garagi's mammoth."
Okay,
Mm.
we got a mammoth along with a giant. What
So,
can you tell us
do
about?
you? What was that, Briar?
What else is here besides a giant and a mammoth and 2 wolves?
Lions, tigers, and bears.
And what can you tell us about the
That's
mammoth
not the
and the
title
giant?
of this episode. Jeez. Told
He
me I should
looked.
have
The
changed it.
girl looks at you and says, "Mammoth, big elephant."
I'm hearing
But
Furry.
she's only heard of it. She has yet to meet it face to face.
Do you know the wolves then?
You mean the white wolves that brought us here?
They brought you here. So, how long ago did they bring you here? Did they capture you?
And let's see if I can get this for you.
or did they trick you?
The other day, so a couple of days ago, maybe 2.
So did they trick you into coming here to get captured?
And they show you cuts on their arms and claw marks on their face, and they're like, "We weren't tricked, we were taken.
Okay.
We were out playing ball in the field of snow, and the next thing we know, we're inside this cage."
I knew we should have just attacked them. All right. Well, if you're not going to come with us anyway, then let's go. We're going to go check out the rest of this place.
Walk around the room in here. There is no other way out, right?
There is no other way out. Correct.
Is there like a giant barrel of mammoth food somewhere?
Not anywhere in this room. As I read this room, it's a huge animal cage with a lock attached by rusty hinges. Stands against the west wall. Trapped inside are the two children. They look fearfully at you and they blink their eyes. Blink, 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 blink,
So no
blink, blink.
footprints or anything like that.
All right. I'm going to go back out and look down with the light behind me so my dark vision works, and I'll look down. Oh, and all of a sudden Norsu is right there?
Yeah, so you basically walk
All
into Norsu.
So I
Yeah,
start
Briar, you didn't
walking
make it that
outside.
far.
Yeah.
One of you went in the mouth, the other went up the other end, apparently. Now, as you come around the corner, you notice a mammoth looking at you, looking rather irritated. And I don't think this is an
Sorry, we were
intelligent
playing with your toys.
Oh,
Is its eyes
Norsu, I
glowing
take
blue?
it. Boys, I think I found the mammoth.
and,
Hairy and stinky.
okay. So you see this giant mammoth, and it actually does speak common. And you hear Norsu say, "You are desecrating Garagi's home. You must die." Boy, it sounds like Nicolas Cage almost.
We'll let him do a big death scream. Maybe he'll get bloodied and do a death scream.
He doesn't really get to the death scream. But the question is, before we roll intelligence, what do you do? Oh, apparently we're rolling initiatives. All right.
Oh, you
Well,
said
if we
intelligence,
have to
not
die,
initiative.
Yeah, I did say intelligence, but all right. So before we roll into initiative, it is Bacon. What do we got?
no, I mean as soon as he
So
says we have to die,
I got you.
yeah, yeah, I
I got you.
I had my weapons in hand and I charged forward.
I got you.
Yeah, I gotta roll at disadvantage because initiative is a ability check. So that's an 8.
All right.
It could be worse.
Could be worse. All right. So what does Bacon do with this mammoth staring at him, going, "Rah"?
I'm gonna stay. Oh wow. I guess I'm just going to just kind of move up next to him
Mm-hmm.
and my spells. Yeah, and I'll do booming blade, my usual,
Okay.
and hit it with my battle axe.
Okay.
Try to 12.
No, so close.
Wow, wow, a mammoth with a armor class better than 12. That's nice. Okay, and that, and so as a bonus action, I will give Bardic Inspiration to Briar.
All right.
All right.
Boop. Briar.
So I'm stepping up and I'm going to take my first swing.
Please do.
And longsword, of course.
That does hit. For 8. Okay.
Yep. And then let's see. I am going to use one of my abilities. Make sure I'm reading it right. Okay. As a bonus action, I am cast Giant's Might. It'll last for 1 minute.
Yep. You could have done a bonus action first to make yourself bigger. Go ahead.
No.
So you know, as you're now a giant among giants.
Yep.
And that's the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. All right. So since you were the first person to actually hit him, Briar, he says, "I'm going to hit you." So he takes his giant tusks and he says, "Does a 20 hit?"
Yep.
For 24 points of damage.
Yeah, ouch.
Ouch.
Damn.
I know.
No bonus action.
Nope, because I used my bonus action
No,
already.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Mammoth doesn't have a bonus action. Unless he's going to try and run, but that's not going to happen.
All right, so Howler.
I run up. I touch Bacon with Warding Bond. You now have an extra AC and saving throws, and you are resistant to all damage. But I take the other half of your damage.
Yep.
And then I move a little bit further, and I wipe some cream across one of the big guy's cuts as my bonus action. Right?
So where's the half damage?
It says, also each time it takes damage, which each time Bacon takes damage, I take the same amount of damage.
Of damage.
Yes.
Not half.
So, but he's resistant. He's resistant to all damage, which means it's halved.
Gotcha.
So
Okay,
technically, it works as he gets hit, he takes half the damage. I take half the damage because I take the same amount
as him. That's all I want to make sure.
Yep.
Okay. So you pet Briar.
Yeah, gotta find my healer's kit. Is that an action with the healer feat still, or is it a bonus action?
I think it's a full action because it's an application.
It is, so I can't do that yet. Don't take another hit. I pat him on the back. I'll get to you in a second.
So no bonus action?
Bonus action healing word then, since I can't do that.
Okay.
He gets 3 hit points back.
And take back. I'm sorry. Remember, I was going to modify this. Take back 4 hit points.
Okay.
Give yourself 4 hit points back. I'm modifying the. I told you I'd modify the device, so I modified its hit points and its damage.
You said you were going to kill us either way. Make up your mind.
Well, I'm just going to kill you slower.
He wants to draw it out.
Exactly. So now it is your turn, Bacon.
Okay. Joys of playing with 3.
I know. It's blue mean. Okay, so blue is 1 max, 1 min damage. Okay.
All right, I could do that if I needed to, but all right. So
no, I can't. I already did Warning Bond. He doesn't get my 3 hit points because I can't cast another spell.
Okay.
Unless
so you don't
it's
get
a bonus action. So
take the 3 away. Okay.
But you got your 4 back, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just dodge. I just tell you dodge.
all right.
Don't get hit. Just dodge.
So this time I will. Where is it? It's a bonus action. I'll use my bonus action to apply Hexblade's Curse on Norsu. And then I will Booming Blade, try to hit him again.
Give him a whirl. Go for it. Yeah, that will hit.
Yep, and so it's going to do an extra 2, so that is 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you big meanie. See if you can hit me.
Oh, so you're taunting him. Briar's turn.
Okay, I was reading something. Okay, I'm going to definitely take another swing at him. Grind him down a little bit. And I'm definitely thinking that hits. And then I add to my giant
1d6.
1d6.
So 9.
9. And because I am hurt a little bit. I'm going to use a bonus action to use second wind to regain 8.
No, that takes. Doesn't that take?
You have.
Second wind is the bonus action.
Right, but
Yeah.
okay, so it's not the one that reduces the. That's I'm thinking. Endurance,
Yeah,
stone endurance.
endurance.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not reducing the damage, but actually it's a heal. Got it.
Yes.
So 8 back.
That's my only heal.
There you go.
Yeah, he should have done Stone's Endurance when he took the 24, but you know.
But I had used the giants.
That was his bonus action.
Yeah, that's why I can't do the other.
Oh wait, that's that a
No,
reaction?
that's a reaction.
That was a reaction.
That's true.
Stone's Endurance is a reaction. You would have been
All
able
right.
to do it. Yep.
Yeah.
So Norsu, because the biggest threat he sees is the biggest thing in front of him.
I told you to
And
dodge.
does a 30 hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a crit.
And will Stone's endurance do anything at this point?
Yes, you can reduce the damage by the total amount. You might not instantly die. You might only just die.
All right,
Depending
so
on
we
how
do
much
the,
damage this
we
is.
do that, and you actually take 5 off of that. So
It's only 15. Now
so it's
roll your
15.
d12. Add your Constitution modifier to that, and that's how much you take off of the 15.
Well, first you have to roll your d12. You don't just get your.
Just click on that d12 in the box.
He's got it. 4, so you get 4 back.
Yeah.
Plus his Constitution modifier.
It's a +2, so I
So
get
you get
6.
6 back.
There you go.
Or
So
6 less damage, so you only took 9.
I'm at 15.
Okay.
Yep. And that's it.
All right, so Howler. That was a.
You rub him with smeary funness.
You get
And say,
slimed.
I'm sliming you, and I say, now dodge, it's easier. Where is it?
I don't know.
This.
So far, this thing is
So you get
rolled a
9 hit
20
points
and a
back.
30.
Yep.
So take 9 back. That's your action.
Oh,
You're
plus
gonna bonus action.
hit points equal to your creature's maximum hit dice. So you're level 4, so you get actually 13 hit points back, not just 9. You get 4
So
more.
you get 4 more.
Okay. I was going to add 13 extra.
No, please don't.
There we go.
Okay. So any bonus action, Howler?
No, he's looking
Okay.
good right now. So I have to see how much the balm, heals up his wounds to know if I need to heal him more.
Megan.
All right. Yeah, I can't do that. I could technically. Oh, I haven't been doing well with the here. There you go. Combat music. Wow. I want to do something different, but there's just nothing better to really do with a single opponent like this. All right. So another booming blade.
That'll do it.
And 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And with my bonus action, I will go ahead and give Bardic Inspiration to Howler.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Briar.
I'm going to go into dodge mode. Try to keep his attention on me, though.
Okay, so you're doing the nan and the nan and you can't see me.
Even
All
though
right.
It was a monkey.
So it gets disadvantage at this. So gotta roll it twice. Okay. So I'm gonna roll it twice. Hold on. Doesn't matter.
He hits me.
For max damage.
I'm down.
No, that's not max. That's just close to max.
Oh, close to max. Sorry.
29 puts me down now.
Ooh.
He goes down and shrinks.
Okay. He shrinks. Howler.
Well, it's gonna be one of them nights.
Well, I can get him up, lad, if you can do some more damage to the beastie.
You're doing more damage, and I'd rather you hit it, so it's mad at you, not me.
I can do both.
Briar comes back with 8 hit points.
Okay.
But he is shrunk. He is no longer big, right? Because he lost concentration himself on that when he goes unconscious.
Is it a concentration spell?
It's not concentration, it's a...
It lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah. And
Yeah, but even when he goes down.
Oh.
I'm looking.
I mean,
There
if
it is.
it's not concentration, it should stay for the duration.
Okay.
Okay. It's a bonus action. You magically gain the following benefits.
For 1 minute, so it's cast on him.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say that it ends sooner
It
at
does.
the end of it or anything?
Once each of your turns you attack with a weapon, you get a 1d6. It does not say when you going unconscious loses it.
Okay. It's good. Just wanted to make sure.
That's what it says right there.
Alright. What are you going to do there, big thing?
Alright. I yell at the guys, if I do this, we cannot hit him, I don't think.
Well, but it's still Howler's turn, right?
No, I'm
We're
done.
right.
I
Okay.
healed him, and I don't
So,
have a bonus action.
so it's Bacon's turn.
Okay. Because at this point, Briar's still on the ground. All right, then I will.
Yeah, you still got to stand up. And while you're on the ground saying this, the mammoth will look at you and go, "Do what?" Because it understands everything you're saying.
All right, booming blade.
Okay.
He's gonna keep hitting it. So 11 points of slashing damage. That's not going to do any good to heal Briar. So I'm just going to. Yeah. Where's my bonus actions? Yeah, nothing else I can really. All right, I'm done.
Okay. Briar?
Okay. So, I stand up, that's one action. Can I still move?
That's not your action. That's just half your movement.
Okay. So standing up is half my movement.
If you're
And
gonna
he will
move
take an
away,
opportunity. He's going to get an opportunity of attack.
unless you use your action to disengage.
So I have to use my action to get up though, right?
No, you use half your movement to get up.
Okay. I use half my movement to get up. I use action to disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move back.
So that was 10 feet. Oh, you got to scoot yourself 5 more feet. That's 15 feet. That's as far as you can go, right? There.
Okay. So he either come after me or come after them. We'll see.
Okay. You done?
Yep.
I just
And-
really hope you didn't give him opportunity to use a special attack.
So the 21 hit you, Tom?
It would if.
But
I wasn't
you weren't gonna
using a
shoot. All right. So this doesn't hit you.
So there's my first shield.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's Howler's turn.
told it. Has it went yet after I went?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just tried to attack Bacon. Remember, Bacon, you have a +1 to your AC and all your saves because of Warding Bond, too. So,
Yep.
So at the
if you didn't
end
have
of
to cast shield on that, I wasn't sure.
And creature I see at the end of its turn within 30 feet of me, I can use Stone Rune on.
Go ahead. What's it do?
Yep.
So he's going to do this before you attacked Bacon.
Basically,
What is he
that's
doing?
Yeah, it was Stone Rune, which we don't know what it does.
Yeah.
Is it an
When a
action
creature-
because you used your action to disengage?
Nope. When a creature you see ends its turn within 30 feet of me, I can use reaction to force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw. Unless it successfully saves, the creature is charmed by me for 1 minute. While charmed in this way, the creature has a speed of 0. Is incapacitated. Let's see if I can display it right here.
And as soon as somebody hits him, which Bacon just did, he comes out of a charm.
No. Because he's doing this because the creature goes after Briar, so I haven't gone again yet.
Yep. And
So-
I'm gonna yell at them.
So currently,
Right after
that's
I
the
do
order
this.
we're in. So he attacked, missed Bacon, and then Briar's going to do that, and now I have to roll it's this. And it makes a wisdom save.
It's worth a try.
I know.
Yep.
Now Howler, sorry, now it's your turn, Howler. You tried.
From behind Bacon, but not on him, I point my hands around the side of him at the
Mammoth.
giant mammoth, and I do burning hands. So I need a dex saving throw. My god. Can I roll any shittier dice? Yeah, you saved, so you take half. So you took 2.
Yep.
Fire damage, if that makes a difference for him.
No. Go ahead, Bacon.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, all right, lads, we gotta do this smarter. So I'm gonna hit the thing, and while I'm attacking, try to hit him. Nope, 10 misses.
Nope. 10
I'm
misses.
too busy trying to talk. So run inside after your next thing, lad, and we'll take this battle into the we'll finish this battle up from the partial protection of the walls. And that's my turn.
Okay. So I don't know what your instructions were, but what does Briar do?
Yep, I'm gonna do as they recommended. So that's what, 5, 10.
You have a ranged weapon?
Actually, I do. There's what right there. Okay. I'll reach in longbow. I'll shoot him because that. And
Nope.
then I'll run towards the inside. There's 5, there's 10. Should screw that up, ain't I? It's 5, it's 10, 15,
put you
Did you
there.
embed yourself in a wall? Yeah.
Yep. There, he is the entrance.
Okay.
And you are about to get attacked.
Yep.
Finally, a regular miss.
Yeah, that's nice. That's helpful. Well, you got
sometimes the right tank just needs to tank.
With plus 10, it's very difficult.
It is. You're very, very true.
Yeah, I know, but you're also warded, and you can't have shield and a lot of other things.
Go ahead. You're up there, Howler.
Take out my crossbow and shoot him.
Okay.
What does your inspiration do, Tom?
It's a d6, if you need it.
On the attack roll, I'm assuming?
To hit, not to damage.
So I'll roll the d6 because a 12 doesn't hit, right?
Correct.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
8 points of piercing damage then.
Excellent.
And then I will back up.
And bacon.
Okay.
So the dwarf stays out with the mammoth and comes back in later going, why'd you guys leave?
You told us to.
This is when
he only has to stay within 60 feet of me to keep the warding bond down, so
I know.
Platinum ring around
this is when the dwarf pulls off his outer shell and turns into a demonic or an angelic. He just didn't want to be seen.
Platinum ring around his wrist is glowing as mine is, as our bond is secured.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't have that far to back up, so I'm not going to be able to get out of range.
You can share a space with a friendly. You guys will just have disadvantage on the first attack if he doesn't move your square afterward.
But I wouldn't want to do that anyway because I want him to attack me and not Briar.
Yeah, well, Briar's going to go after you, so hopefully he backs up then if you back into his spot.
Yeah, but true. He can come back. So I'm going to. Which one is easy? Actually, one of them is much. Yeah. So.
Technically, you have a lot of hit points, Tom. So if you do get hit, you take half. I take half. I heal myself. You take half. I take half. I heal myself. I heal you. It just, hopefully it keeps us going for a while at least.
I'm gonna attempt. I'm just gonna try to do this. Gonna attempt Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
He needs to make a Wisdom saving throw DC 13.
Okay. Perfect. And what do you say to him?
It's just
your tail is not as furry as you think it is.
Our
damage rolls are crappy tonight.
He takes it's actually Dissonant Whispers is not saying anything. It's like just like
gotcha.
He takes 6 points of psychic damage and has to use his reaction to run full speed away. Full movement away.
Full movement. Directly away from you. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, right there.
And then I'm going to back up 5 feet. So that he can't actually reach me on the way back.
Gotcha.
I hope. And that's my turn.
So, Briar?
Alright. I can still see him, right?
Yeah.
You can still hit him with a longbow, right?
Well, that'll be dependent on your roll.
And?
No. Apparently you can't hit him with a longbow.
I'm going to start throwing the longbow at him.
That's worked in the past.
And you want
it's called a javelin. He said get in there.
Yeah. There's 5, there's 10, 15, 20, 25. There's 30.
Okay. Norsu does. He's going to come all the way back to here. and that's as far as he can reach, or as far as he can go. And then he's going to. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I was going to say he could,
Does he have reach?
Yes.
Okay.
So technically, Briar would have taken attack of opportunity then, as he moved by him before, because he was within 10 feet. But Martin's being nice tonight, so we'll skip that.
And that's 2 swings and misses.
Nice. That's nice. We'll take that.
He's missing you.
Yeah.
Well,
like I said, when the right person tanks.
He's shorter. That's the problem.
That's it. See, it's because you made yourself so big, a big target.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
What are you doing there, Holler?
Well, I have line of sight on the edge of him, right? Or do I have to move forward?
Move down 1. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That'll get you that little corner right there.
How tall is this mammoth cage?
It's a huge beast, so this is as tall as he is. Yeah, you did. So if this is a huge beast, you're looking at least 20 feet tall. This cage is probably...
15, according to the squares.
So 15 by 15 by 15.
Yep.
So it's a tight cage. Go ahead, Bacon. What are you going to do?
I'm going to do level 2 Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
So he needs to make a... Actually, does it take half damage? Oh, cool. Yeah, so he... So this is now... Roll. 20 psychic damage, or take half if he makes his save.
Wisdom?
Wisdom, yes. DC 13. Nope, 20 points of psychic damage.
And he has to run away again.
He's not running away.
I think he's down. That's what I was hoping for.
As Bacon told you guys to leave this fight, Bacon says he's got this, and tell us what Bacon does while the others don't see what's going on.
I don't know. I just whisper the voices of what is it? Yeah, the voices of the shadow-filled voices fill the creature's head, and it just like cross all the synapses, and blood just comes pouring out of its ears as it slumps to the ground.
And you see Norsu just collapse in a big heap of mammoth. I guess that's what the heap would be. Lets out a last hot breath with not even a trumpet, but more of a... and hits the floor. Or the ground, apparently.
That's not quite the hit and run tactic I was going for, but it works.
You have warding bond for an hour, by the way, so let's keep going.
Cool.
All
right. So apparently, so the 3 of you left, and then Briar came running back in, and the kids got all excited. Oh, great, you're back. Let's go.
But he looks half dead. Or it looks like he's died, but came back. And what does Briar say to these children who are looking very happy to see you and ready to go?
Not yet. We still got mammoth to deal with.
She gives you the finger, says that's not fair, and apparently you leave. So what do you guys do? You have a large mammoth corpse sitting at the front here.
I'm going to squeeze around it and look down the passageway.
Again, there's not really any light. What are we talking now?
He has light on his shield still.
Right, but I'm just saying there's no natural. It's just natural, whatever natural light we have plus the shield.
Well, but
so I would reflect off of the ice if this whole place is made out of ice.
You are not wrong. That's what it'll end up being. So as this passageway is choked with ice, above you are icicles densely clustered, and their points are as sharp as daggers.
Nice. Great.
Look for traps.
Does anyone have a healing potion?
Nope.
Probably not. I don't.
So.
You?
I can give you a potion, but it might not heal you.
So.
Yes, I will take out a healing potion and hand it to him.
Okay.
So 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, and.
So 5 points of damage.
5 points of health.
No. Roll 2d4. So roll another 4-sider.
Yeah, if that wasn't 2, then
that was
2
1.
D4
I thought that was
plus 2.
okay. So,
So
6
8.
plus the 8. 8.
Nice. That's nice. With me tanking, that should be fine.
That's good. So
stand back and shoot
you
your brother.
you stand here, and then okay. So you're
Check
entering
for
there,
traps
Bacon.
is what I told him.
Oh, go ahead. There's nothing there. I mean, there's, as I say,
There's
is
giant shiny icicles above us, so I want to make
okay.
sure
So
they aren't
you
going to drop on them.
check for perception. You don't see any triggers of any sort. You don't feel any false movement under your feet that would cause shaking of any sort.
I have the shield ready to like hold it above me, watching
Gotcha.
the ceiling to see if they come down.
Gotcha. Nothing.
And we'll walk up and shine light in here.
As you enter this room, this oval chamber with high walls of glittering ice resembling the sepulchre. The frozen, hacked-up corpse of a frost giant lays on the floor to your left, entombed in translucent ice, and looming next to it, well, it looks like it's looming or looking towards its mammoth that's no longer there. There is a carved from a single block of ice a throne. It's a giant-sized throne atop a circular dais. Chiseled into the throne's backrest is a large rune.
Do you recognize the rune?
Did the mammoth have blue eyes? Also,
The mammoth did not have blue eyes.
Okay. Gotta deal with.
No, but it's
dwarves.
kind of cool because now the mammoth stares you down with hate in his eyes.
Yeah.
So he's not doing that apparently.
I-
I am looking. The ice throne, symboled with the symbol carved in the throne is the giant rune for ice.
Okay.
And that's what the rune is for. If you would like to, you can roll an Arcana to figure that out. But I figure since you speak the language, and you're somewhat runic in your abilities, that you find out that it's ice.
I don't speak giant, but the giant's
But I do.
language uses the dwarven runes.
Okay.
So I would be able to understand the rune. It's the same. It's the same. Their written language is the same. Uses the same characters. Okay. So. All right. Well, I wonder what killed the giant, and if that's the giant, then
Can I do a medicine
wood.
check on the giant to see what killed it?
Oh, you can check them. You can. Sure.
Curious to see if it's the wolves or the mammoth or something else.
It's dead.
Yep. You basically say it's dead. No, you do not. You cannot tell what killed the giant, except for he has been chopped up.
And remember you have disadvantage on all your checks.
Yeah. Well, you want me to fail? I can roll
Yeah,
again.
I was just reminding you. All right. Let's head over. Let's check out.
Yeah, 6 and a
We-
9. I do have disadvantage.
Do you want to do left to left like we always do, or?
Yeah, to the left would be straight.
So you don't do anything more in this room. So we're going straight.
Is there
Well,
anything
there's a
else I
dead,
can do
chopped
by
up giant
investigation?
and a rune in a chair. What else are we
Okay.
supposed to do?
Does giant have anything on him?
Are we going to the left, Bacon?
Yeah, I just the in this case it was the first thing, but we can go left.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go left. So we'll
Well,
go
that
left.
was your call. You said always go left.
So
Yeah.
as
So I point that out to you. I'm like, no, this is left.
So you get around to this room, and the only furniture in this cavernous chamber is a big fur bedroll. The fur is matted, musty, and old.
Mm.
The bedroll is the size of what would be a giant's bedroll, and the room is now unoccupied.
Probably the frost giant size.
Probably
pretty
the frost
huge.
giant size, yeah.
We could probably fit. Well, actually, normally we could probably fit all three of us in there, but not right now.
And
All
it's
right.
been a minute, so Briar, we're gonna make you back to normal size.
Sounds good.
All right. What is
So as you peek into this next room, you see what looks like a hole in the floor, and roll a survival check. And anybody who walks into the room can roll a survival check, and you say, look, it's a hole.
yes?
And Howler and you guys, okay? So there's a hole in the ground. Nope. Bacon says there's a hole still.
What?
Oh, crap.
What do you think that is?
That's Howler says it's a hole.
It's an 8.
It's an 8, and then
Disadvantage.
are you checking their survival, or you use this where you usually jump on things with? I got it. Apparently he doesn't. There's a hole in the ground. So there's a hole in the ground.
Of course, there's a hole.
And
Look at it. It's a hole.
Exactly. And a foul scent pervades this room. It contains 5 barrels.
Pit of refuse.
Yes.
You find 5 intact barrels of whale oil each.
Oh.
And an intact barrel of whale oil weighs about 500 pounds.
This
and if you had a fisherman here in your group, you would know that you could sell it for about 50 gold a barrel. I'm just letting the dog in. Be right back. Does anybody investigate the hole?
Where's Finnick when you need him?
Apparently not around here.
We know what this stuff is worth.
That's right. You said if we knew, we could say it was worth this much.
Here, Briar, come over and grab my arm. We'll go wrist to wrist, and I'll peek over, see if I see anything down there.
Better idea. I'll tie a rope onto you.
There you go. And I'm giving my shield to Howler, and I'm going to use my 60-foot dart vision to look down into the hole. Go peek over into the hole.
I can't hear him. Can y'all?
Sorry. As you are put into a precarious situation hanging over the edge of this hole, you get down deep enough to where you can see what looks like light coming from probably about 30 to 40 feet away from you of outside type light.
Ah.
That's what you see.
There'd be twilight down there, like it's connected to the outside. At least it
So I look at Bacon and I go, so inside refuse and an outside refuse?
Aye.
Rummaraz hole?
That's what I was hoping it wasn't. Doesn't seem to be.
We pull you back up then.
No, I was only peering over. I wasn't like crawling down.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was just looking through to see where. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Put my shield back, and we'll go back to the others. Unless you want to, we can go. We can should we look just real quickly? Pull back the covers in the bed and just see if there's anything in there.
Yep. I rolled
look under the pillow.
Investigation.
Nothing.
Okay. And we'll go back. All right. We'll look around the corner, peek around the corner in here.
All right. There's a massive table hewn from a single block of ice. Imagine that. Everything is ice. It stands in the middle of this cold chamber, surrounded by chairs, apparently, made of ice. Many of the chairs are chipped and cracked.
Does it look like they're all been used recently, or just one or two?
None of them look like they've been used recently.
Anything on the table?
There are strewn what looks like what would be used for plates. There's no form or any kind of utensils, but it is chipped and cracked.
All right. Perhaps Perhaps this is for when the ice giant had friends over for dinner.
Hold your horses. So,
keep an eye on the ceiling too, just to make sure there's nothing up there as we walk in everywhere.
Let me see now.
The other 5 ice giants walk in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the wonderful story ended for these 3 characters.
Or we could do the dream story where we woke up next week and realized it was all a dream.
I'll give you a chance. Well, I will give all of you a chance. Roll perception.
This is a DM roller night, not a player roller night.
Yep.
I'm thinking we may
All right.
want to.
And this is why I
Let's see,
always
kids
question,
out
do
here.
you really want to play with only 3 people?
Does a
Because if we
15
roll
hit
bad...
you, Briar?
Nope, it does not. 19 AC.
Does a 10 hit you?
Nope.
Does a 5 hit you?
Nope.
Let me get into here. Okay, why? Work with me. Work with me.
Can I figure out what direction these javelins are coming from?
Oh yeah, right in front of you. 3 javelins come flying across the room, and yes, please
From the
roll
back
initiative.
side of the chairs.
22 does hit me. Oh,
That's
no,
not an attack. That would be an initiative.
Yeah.
If you'd like to, I can hit you with it.
No, I just rolled a 6 initiative.
All right.
That's good. You want me going in first anyway.
Yeah. Don't roll a 5 then.
No, I rolled. That's a 22 is my initiative.
We hit the wrong
Bum,
button.
bum, bum,
Grr.
bum. We all gonna die.
Yeah. It's kobolds.
Think we may want to break
Yeah,
these kids out.
he's
and
rolling
run
well.
them.
We're rolling not well.
Go team, go. Go team, go.
It's all Aaron's
He's
fault.
rolling for Team IK. Team IK, go.
Aiken, what do you do?
I rush forward. I see all these weapons try to hit my injured companion, and I rush forward to take out the smelly little dragonkin. I'll rush up here next to this one and try to attack it.
Mm-hmm.
We just do the normal booming blade. Ah,
Yeah, I think you got him.
that's 7 slashing.
Okay. Right.
No one hurts me friends. You gotta go through me first, if you can.
I just like the fact they have names, so that's why I'm giving you all that.
Zilbo, Snorp, and Holkey.
Why don't you pick on someone more your own size if you can?
And you see this guy who says, "No, let's see. Do they speak common? They speak common." So they're like, "No, you're not. You're tall, but you're not that big." And takes a good swing at you, and does nothing. Oh, wait a minute. He gets another attack. Because
Really?
he gets advantage. He has pack tactics.
Right, pack tactics.
So the second one, does it hit you?
Not with a shield, it doesn't.
Okay, that's fine. And it's now Hoagie.
What's
this
your
guy
AC right now with my bonus on you, Tom?
19.
Okay.
He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to swing at you. 17.
Is that with advantage?
No, it doesn't let me do advantage.
Nope.
22.
Nope.
Okay. So there you go. It's now Zebo, who's also going to take a swing at you, apparently. A 9, nope. And again, I can't switch this thing to advantage, so 21. Nope. All right. And now it's finally Howler's turn. Wait a minute. You never roll. I don't have an initiative for you there.
He rolled.
It's 4.
It's a 6. I see it. I'll get it.
I was clicked on them too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about...
Yeah. It's all good. So Briar's actually going to go before you. Sorry. Howler. Go ahead, Limpy.
All right. I'm going to stroll up.
You could just attack from the distance.
And fella right here, I'm going to hit him.
You say that.
I like how you say that.
You're going to swing at him.
Yep.
And hopefully hit him.
Does a 20
That
hit?
would do it. Yeah. That. Okay. And that one falls as you cleave him in half. Any bonus action?
Nope.
A howler.
Move from around the corner. $11 to hit. Holgi. Does an 11 hit?
No. Sorry.
Okay. Then I miss. And since the giant's dead, I feel a little bit better about doing this. So for my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word
on Briar.
on Briar for 3 points because it's always worth, I guess. My prayers of healing suck.
Your prayers.
Just how the night's gonna go.
Healing Word.
Nice.
All right. So what are you doing there, Bacon?
So I'm going to this time do Green Flame Blade on. I can't see the name, but the one on the top.
The one on the top, that is Snorp.
So I'm going to hit Snorp, and it's going to splash over to Holgi.
Okay. You say you're going to hit him.
Of course I am.
Yeah, you are.
So, yep. So he takes 5, and then there's a green energy splashes off of him, and hits Holgi for 7 fire damage.
All right. So Snorp, then he's mad now because you hit his friend. So he's really going to try. He still has advantage. He doesn't try hard enough, apparently. Twice.
Nope.
And then Holgi, he says, you hit Fred. You hit me. I tried to hit you. Stop moving, dwarf. Ouch. Damn. And then apparently it's he's the dead guy, that Briar.
Oh. I'm moving up.
That's as far as you can go. So you're on the chair, basically.
Yeah.
These chairs are giant blocks of ice, and they are frozen to the ground. So you're using,
as a giant.
But you are as big as, yeah. Okay, so you're swinging down on this little Holgi. So you swing, and you attempt to hit him.
Does 11
Swing and a miss. Right, anything else?
And I'm going to use my action surge to be able to hit again. Just because I want to get hit in. Get rid of the pack advantage. 16 should hit.
That's it.
Or 8 damage.
Okay. And Howler, what are you going to do?
I will try shooting them again, or the one that I was shooting before. Holgi's down, so the last one.
The last one's actually between a chair and your 2 comrades.
That's probably why I miss.
Probably. The Bacon?
So Booming Blade.
Yeah.
Your type never learns. There you go.
All right. So you so nicely, yep. You remove them from the world. And as they're going down, they're like, "Oh, we just wanted to be friends," and bite it. And on the table, you see a Chewinga statue.
Chewinga statue.
Mm-hmm. You recognize it as Chewinga. You've seen a Chewinga. You had snowballs thrown at you by a Chewinga.
Okay. When did that happen? Oh, that little thing. Oh,
the little thing that was, yeah.
That's right.
Well, this Chewinga is a statue on the table, and it's actually laying down. but something you know about Chewinga, because you did roll to know about Chewinga before, whether you'd seen one or not.
I knew everything, yes.
You knew everything. That when Chewinga die, they turn to stone or ice. And so this was an alive Chewinga. But it seems like you probably killed its killers. So good job on killing the Chewinga killers.
Is there anything?
I will take the statue of the Chewinga so we can go bury it in the snow later.
And there's nothing else in here except for, as I said, broken pottery, if that's what they use, or rockery, and 3 dead kobolds.
And they have nothing on them.
Is there anything on the kobolds?
No. Nothing zip zilch.
Just stinky little dog creatures. Good for nothing. All right, so what's in here?
As you walk into this room, there's a sour stench of decay as it fills your nostrils, and lying on the ice, packed in a frozen corpse of a whale, crudely butchered. Beside it is a blade in the shape of a paring knife the size of a longsword. Apparently, this is the room that was used to cut up whales and harvest their oil.
Go walk over and pick up the sword and take a look at it.
It looks like a giant fillet knife. But I mean, let's put it this way. It's a fillet knife the size of a longsword.
Right.
Nothing that would be usable as a weapon. You could, but it would be a modified weapon or a
highly unwieldy.
Correct. It is not something to totally go after this.
Okay.
Just be a normal longsword.
As we went through each of these rooms, we have not found any keys for that cage yet, have we?
Not that I've seen.
Did anybody search the giant's body parts that were left?
They were encased in ice.
It was in ice. Well, so how long has the giant been dead then? Perhaps there's more giants away and coming back, or did the wolves?
There was only one bed though, so I think this is just a solo giant. But I think the wolves have something to do with this.
Aye. So why would they bring us here to rescue halflings? Want us to go into the center?
They were bringing us here to
get
keep
killed
Norsu
by the
on his side, on their side, maybe.
Well, let's go get those.
Head back over towards the prisoners and.
So let's just come out
so they could get them to eat.
What do we see when we come out to the door?
You see the back end of Norsu.
Okay, so
and
nothing else out here. All right,
the wolves are still gone.
Go back over and let's as quickly as we can. Let's continue the work to free these 2 starving humans from the cage. We gotta be ready. I think we'll probably have to fight those wolves on the way back.
I don't know. Do you think we should go out the front entrance, or do you think we should go out the hole?
I don't think the hole goes very far if you could see the twilight.
But where's light coming from if there's twilight down there?
From outside somewhere, but somewhere close.
Would have to be a light source then.
The outside is the light source.
Yeah.
But it was a short tunnel because you could see it by just looking over and down into the hole. So that's fine. Get him out of the cage. Let's go.
Yep. All right.
You work at the cage like you did before.
How many people does it take to do that?
It just takes one for the pin, but the size of the door is going to take a good 2 or 3 of you to move. Unless you're doing the other thing that was thought of was get 2 of the pins out and then bend it. So it's up to you. Do you want to do a bending of the metal again?
If it's 15 feet tall, if we got 2 pins out, we should be able to pull it open far enough for 2 skinny kids to climb out of it.
That's what I'm asking. Do you want to get the whole thing off, or you just give them room? That was yours.
Just
okay.
Try that first.
And that's perfectly fine. You've got
third one.
You do. You.
The So one person should keep watch just in case while we work.
Yep.
Okay, let me get these guys for you.
While they work, I give the kids a small
Boop.
something to eat.
So if they're
And
human, they're still medium size, right?
I'm getting there. Keep your pants on. And I'll do this. And this. And this. Even though they both look like girls, one's the brother, one's the sister.
Yeah, it's just the way it happens.
There it is. Okay. So you got 2 kids with you now.
I do give them a.
You said you gave them some food and they eat it. It's been a couple of days since they actually had food.
And they actually got a meat fillet pie.
Where the
Eat
hell did you pull that
slowly.
out of?
Meat-filled
His
pie.
armpit.
His armpit.
Yeah.
It's been in your armpit for like the last week?
Yeah.
They don't care.
Frozen.
They're starving.
Okay.
Eat and drink slowly, or you get a mighty stomach ache.
So you guys you're gonna go through the hole, or you're gonna
Have we
No,
thoroughly
we walk back
searched
out
this
the
whole
front.
place?
And
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
prepared because I have a feeling the wolves were waiting for us to get them out for their snacks.
Okay.
Step out. All right. Let's see if we can see what if the wolves come and find us now. But except
currently
that
nothing. Currently there's no you're out there and there's currently no sound of any movement or anything around.
Killjoy is
We
Currently.
keep them between them two in the front, and I'll be in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, I can give you power over them, however, if you want. No matter.
No,
I look back at
we
him
just
and
head out, I'm assuming.
so when the wolves brought you here, did they lock you in the cage?
And they reply, "Yes, they did."
That's what I thought.
I mean, the
Uh,
last thing we remembered was waking up to being thrown in that cage and the wolves just talking to us and telling us how long we weren't going to live. It was like the scariest thing ever. And they're teenagers. They're not 8 and 10-year-olds. They're, teens, 14, 15-year-olds. And the boy's like, "I could have taken him. I could have." And the sister's like, "Oh, be quiet, Finn. You're
well, that's
such a
good.
wuss."
You may get another chance because they could be attacking us on the way back.
Okay, so you get this far, and then you want to do your
So what?
we.
Yeah,
I'd
like
say
which
it's
way
been
is?
probably we just gotta say, how long have you been here? An hour?
Probably.
Did we
Okay,
want to stay in with the cage
Well, you said
for?
doing the cage, though, was like a
like,
good
yeah,
20
30
minutes
minutes.
per pin or whatever.
Correct. So
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 If
at least
if
an
the
hour, if
wolves
not 2, then.
go ahead, Tom.
I was gonna
Us.
say, like, if we're doing that, then it could have been Howler and Bacon taking the pins out, um, and Briar resting, and then we spend another half hour and so that Briar gets a full
She want
short
Briar to have a
rest.
short rest, so
Yeah.
you can take 1 hit dice, or you can take as many hit dice as you want worth of health. Well,
so
how many?
short
You're at level
rest,
4, so you could take 4 hit dice if you wanted.
and that's on D10. So I'm
It's up to you.
and let's see. So I'm at 19.
So roll a d10.
And what then the question up to you,
I take
Martin,
2.
if while he's doing that, am I able to to sing into a song of rest?
I will let that go. So yeah, so do that, and then you have to roll. So
So whatever you get 4 additional hit points on top of whatever you roll.
so
So
2d10 plus 2 for each one. So you get 9 plus 2, 4, 8,
plus his
17 points.
Constitution modifier,
Yep,
plus
that's
the 6
that,
for each one he spends. Or 4, Tom
Plus
said,
the
for each one
4.
he spends.
so it's 4, 8, 10, 12, so 21 points of health back
It's 4 total on
total. So
top of
it's so
yeah,
it's
not per die.
not 21. It's
So
17. So
okay.
17.
So I say
You're done. That's
yeah.
it. So just put in 17. And did you do your short rest to give yourself all your stuff back?
Yep.
Okay, so that means you should have anything that requires a short rest.
All right.
Yep.
That's helpful. All right, and we
Yeah, you got it back. Okay.
Yeah.
all right, Briar. Take us which
Take us to
take us back
Dugan's.
to Dugan's Hole.
So you know it's east. It's going to be east southeast.
All right.
Roll a survivability. And guys, you said it, Patrick, as you said, it was like probably 1.5 to 2 hours after this initial survival, which he completely failed. So let's see which direction you guys ended up going.
We do weather.
One. So you ended. We headed north. And in an hour of this going north, somebody roll weather. This will be your 2-hour weather. And it's starting to blizzard. So in your first hour, you walked an hour north, and it starts to blizzard. And you have 2 kids with you who are not, well, we could say they're in winter clothing, but they're not made for winter walking. They don't have the snowshoes. They just have their regular boots.
I throw one of them on my shoulder.
Okay. This is a teenager, so it's, if you pick they're 90 pounds. No, I'm just saying you're sinking in the snow a little bit. All right, so are you going to stop and wait see if the weather clears, or are you going to keep walking?
I'd say keep walking.
Okie dokie. So give me a survival. Tell me which way you're going. Survival 14. Yep, that's fine. You figure out you're going the wrong way, so you went 1 hour north, and now you're heading back east southeast. So you're getting in an hour. You'll be back.
Does he have any advantage with the kids helping because they know how to get home, right?
Hopefully they don't have sense of which direction is home.
Before we left, if they didn't have good clothing, I would have taken the giant's bed and at least torn it apart the best I could to give them something to wrap up in.
Sure, put together a.
It's just a giant blanket, so I mean,
exactly.
whatever.
So you blanketed them. So you're basically now 3 clicks away from where you need to go to. So survival again. You're still in blizzard conditions. You're still okay, and you had another hour east southeast. So now someone roll for the second weather.
Go ahead, Patrick.
It can't get any worse.
Good.
Cat.
It's going to clear up now.
34.
Okay, it does. It stops blizzarding. So roll again. Now this is easier for you. And it doesn't matter. So now you need 1 more to get home with no weather change. And before that, who wants to roll for encounter?
I will. Here we go.
Go ahead, Bacon. Let's see what happens. You're fine.
I thought we could just say no to encounters.
Yeah, he did. He rolled a 36. And your 8 is what you needed, so you make it. All right. Because there was no blizzard. So you make it back to town. You get into the 10 towns, and yes, as you get closer, the kids are like, "It's that way. It's that way. I know where we are. It's that way. All the snow looks the same, but it's that way." And the 3 of you and the 2 kids pull up into Dugan's Hole.
Black as black can be.
Well, I'm trying to do it like very artistic. So the minute you changed it. Now it lights up, and it lights up. There you go. See, it lights up. So as you arrive, and again, this is the smallest of the 10 towns.
Right. Population what?
7. Just joking. Let's see. Dugan's Hole. Population 50. Dugan's Hole is the smallest, most insular of the 10 towns. Its residents aren't fond of visitors, and inbreeding has caused the population to dwindle in recent years. It's also given rise to an often seen physical deformity, not including but not limited to small misshapen ears and pointy teeth. The small town is a cluster of dwellings perched on a high edge of the red waters. That is too small to support any industry, not even a scrimshaw. ice has buckled the shorter of the two piers. The dock seems unsafe. There are two ice-bound keelboats against the longer dock, although they can't move because of the winter. This seems to be a fisher-type village, and they also are loggers. So they're dependent on cutting holes into the ice to catch the trout, which is what they depend on for their survival. You notice that even though it's midday, it's just the town itself is dark. You see humanoid shapes, yet you can't really figure out whether they're human or not. It's probably the least visited and the least happy town. But as you get closer, you see the kids start to say, I'm going to see mom first. No, I'm going to see ma. No, I'm going to see ma. And you see the teenagers run off. And as they're running off, they're holding hands, skipping through to get to the middle of town. And you see them get to a door and you see them pop into a house. We will say somewhere around, second house, somewhere in here. See where I was pointing?
Yep.
Okay.
Just
And then
exactly.
And then suddenly you see the doors open and you see a rather large woman come out and she's in tears. And the kids come out with her. What do you guys do?
Yeah. We're the right people, and you're very welcome. We just need directions to the inn.
Just wave. Say, glad we could return him for you.
And you see you see their mother come out to you and she says, no, that's no good. And she just gives you this great big, although to the Goliaths it would be a small hug, but to the dwarf, you're getting, full head in the breastis action, just loving on you and giving you all the hugs. And you see her weeping and she's like, I can't believe you brought them back. Where did you ever find them? And the kids start telling this whole story. And the mom was saying, of course we knew you were gone. We found your capes and we found your boot mark, blah 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 blah. And so they just didn't know where they were taken to. They just know that they were taken.
It's a giant who wasn't
And the
even
woman's
alive anymore.
and she's like, the giant. What giant?
Oh, fresh giant, guarded by a massive angry mammoth.
And she was like,
But
the good Garagi?
that makes more sense. But they were taken there by the wolves.
And now that she doesn't look startled about. That she kind of does an acceptance of, oh.
What do
Because
you know about the wolves? They're awfully strange because they told us where to find them, but they didn't act like they wanted us to actually go in the part of the cave where the children were.
and she says, you're lucky you're still alive. We've lost, how many people now? I'm thinking town of 50. We've lost 3 people in the last, say, 3, 4, 5 months. And we just lost the children were just a few days ago. They've been taken and there was always a sign of a struggle and then they just disappear. And we can never actually fully track them because the tracks just disappear. And she says, but these wolves showed up about 5 months ago, seemingly sent to wither our poor tone away.
Aye, their eyes glow blue. They're under the control of the Ice
Frostmaiden.
Queen. Yes,
And
Oriole.
she asks about, so she says, but what about Garagi and his mammoth?
The mammoth
Oh,
was crazed, and Garagi was dead and frozen solid in a block of ice already.
And she just shakes her head and she's like, that shouldn't have happened to such a good soul as Garagi was to us. But we noticed he didn't frequent at all, and that would give a reason why.
Did he come here to sell the whale oil, I assume?
And she's like, no, he didn't sell it. It would just appear. And in return, we would leave furs out for him. Or anything else we could think of that he might need, but he never once was any threat to any of us.
There are at least 5 or 6 barrels of whale oil at his place still.
And she says,
"So
you killed the wolves, right?"
We didn't find them again after they told us to go into the place.
She says, "We'll wait."
I agree. If you guys
What
can
time of
point us
day
in a
is it?
direction to find them.
And she looks and she says, "So the inn. I'm sorry, our town does not have an inn. You're more than welcome to."
What are the big buildings on the dock there?
Well, that's the speaker's house. That would be Speaker Dermont's house. That would be this one right here. Sorry, here. And this would be the 20 Stones of Throne. It is a large. Sorry, is that? No, I lied. That's not it. Where is it?
Longhouse gathering area?
Maybe long. Yeah, but where is it? I'm looking for the monolith.
Or
The
storage?
lower left would be the stone.
Okay, yeah, sorry. That would be that is a 20 stone monolith. That's the only other interesting place in this entire town. Um, but as you're standing outside of her, she says the speaker's house is just that. You know, he's the leader of our town, and his house, and then the monolith. You are more than welcome to have a warm floor, and we will give you anything we can food wise for the saving of our children. But she says, first I have to, and you see her stop her tears, and she goes running back in the house, and the kids are a little confused, and she comes running back out, and she's crying, she's doing her and all that other stuff, and she says, "Take these. These were my brothers. Well, my husband's, and he won them in a drinking contest, but he's no more. So
Husband and brother.
please take these." And she hands you these big, furry, warm-looking boots.
Oh.
Well, Corwin will appreciate those. I know what they are, but thanks. My character doesn't know what they are.
Really? So that's
Boots
so
of the
she
Winterland, I'm assuming.
Or of the
maybe
north, something like that.
maybe I don't know.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
How
All
late
it takes
in
is
the day
an
is it?
hour to look at.
Yep. That's cool.
So you are offered these as a reward for saving her children, and the idea of a potentially warm warm um place to stay out of the wind, but it is nothing that's going to give you. You're not getting beds. You're not getting anything. It's just 4 walls that are going to protect you from the wind.
How late in the day is it?
You're looking at what, 3 now, 4?
Can
Yeah,
they have
we're
fire
not.
here?
They do have fire. Um, their sacrifice is warmth, but we're not in the sacrifice time yet.
Okay.
I'd say we
Well,
stay
we'll take whatever
if
place we
can.
can. We need to go see the town speaker at least, right? To report into him to let him know what we did, what we found.
Yeah, we should go talk to him. So we're gonna go talk to the speaker, but we'd be happy to take you up on your offer of hospitality. Good woman.
She says, "Please return as soon as you need, or stay as long as you must. I'm just so happy that the kids are back. I'm so glad to have my sister, daughter, and my son, nephew, and my uncle, son, cousin back in the house."
All right. Well, yes, of course. Of course. Who wouldn't be?
Pretty sure they just call them kids.
And they just call her mom or aunt, one of the two.
Usually it's Jonah
Ma,
Jimmy.
exactly. Jimona.
Jim Betty.
So you guys divvy those out to whomever you need, and you're gonna
Well,
go visit the speaker, apparently.
Well, since yeah, I mean, Bacon was gonna like just look at them anyway and use his lore to try to figure them out, but we'll we'll figure that out later.
I'll
They're just
throw
in
them in my
party
inventory
ones
now
for
just
now.
so we got them and give them to whoever.
Okie dokie.
So as we walk over, I hit Bacon up. So are you gonna try to run for speaker here?
Ha! Ah, you're funny. You're funny for a. You could get a big laugh with your big belly.
I thought so.
So let's go talk to the speaker. See what we can find out about the wolves.
And you approach the speaker's house and you knock on the door, and inside you see a human in a leather type armor. He doesn't have blue eyes. He's warm. His house is warm. His house is, of course, made to be warmer than everybody else's. And yeah, sorry, not he. She uh has the door opened, and she when you announce why you are there, she invites you in. And she's been a speaker of the townfolks. She's getting along on her years, so she's got some wrinkles, some dry cracks across her face. She's been around a while,
And her
and
name?
the name is Edgra Dormoot. Edgra Durmoot.
Okay.
And she welcomes you in and offers you a seat and possibly some warm coffee. And she says, "So the giant is dead."
Aye. Frozen in a big block of ice. It's
And
the mammoth was running amok. We had to kill it.
she says, "And the wolves?" She
Let
shakes
us
her head.
Yeah, led us there and then disappeared. Haven't seen him since.
She shakes her head, and she's like, "Those blessed wolves have been threatening us and extorting us for food and treasure for the safe return of our townsfolk.
Mm.
But I
Ah,
still can't believe the mammoth and giant are dead. Such good folk."
So
But go ahead.
I wonder if the mammoth was protecting the kids in the cage then.
Could
She's like,
very
you'd
well have
never
been.
you'd never see the mammoth leave the side of its frost
Yeah,
giant.
I think it was more
Just
the mammoth was crazed because his
master's
friend,
dead.
his master, was gone. Yeah.
Oh, do we know where the wolves normally hang out?
She's like, as far as we know, well, let me rephrase that. She says, we don't know. That's the problem. They would threaten to take townsfolk, and if we didn't pay them in food or why they would want treasure, they would, if they didn't get their share, one of our townsfolk would go missing.
What type of treasure were they after
They would
specifically?
take food and or trinkets. So we mostly just gave them food.
I guess
do they
tomorrow.
do they? Yeah, how often do they show up?
About once a month.
I
And they looked fat. They looked not skimpy.
Oh, they could be eating almost anything.
Correct.
Well, if they were given food by the town too, that definitely would help them not be skinny.
Yep.
It's like, I still can't believe it. What used to be a safe place out there is no longer safe.
No, that'll be a fight. If we might need our friends to join us before we try to take them on. If they could take down a frost giant, and unless something had happened to the frost giant, but we weren't able to
And
determine
she
that.
asked, she says that's what she asked. She says, so the wolves killed the frost giant? There's not a chance that could happen.
would anybody or anything else want the giant dead? It was literally chopped into pieces.
Well, did you find his great axe? It would never leave his side.
No, we didn't see one anywhere.
Wolves don't have a need for a great axe. So she just looks puzzled. She looks above. She tries to figure it out. She says, I have to think about this.
You don't know of any enemies of the frost giant?
And
Because
she
it was
shakes,
helping you? Because that's not a normal thing for most frost giants.
and she said he was not a normal frost giant. He was very, very, yes, as frost giants go, he wanted to mend between this town and his home, the lodge. He did not want enemies. It seems like he found some, though.
So he is the odd giant, like the odd dark elf we hear about. You know the one, and I look at Bacon.
Oh, aye. Aye. Friend, there is the Orden, friend of Clan Battlehammer.
He has no idea what you're talking about.
Aye, you are awfully secluded out here in the far south.
She does shake her head. She's like, yes.
So maybe we should go back out there tomorrow at first light, see if we can pick up his tracks and investigate that area more, see if we missed anything. See if we can figure out where the wolves went, or if we missed anything else out there. Unless y'all got a better idea.
Yeah. No, if we encountered them on the way here, going back that direction, I would think would,
Might encounter them again.
yep.
We should have looked for tracks when we left the giant's hold. We might have known which direction they went off in at least.
Always worried about getting the kids back safely. Now, thinking about as we were heading, this town is past where we went, right?
No, yes.
Yes. So while I was trying to figure out this triangle, if we were walking that way and they came in as an angle, if we could determine where they might have been coming from. If they were coming in from a den or something that was overlooking their area was traveling through. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
That's, you can do
Do you have a
what you
map?
would like
I
to.
don't.
Yep.
Oh,
There's no inn here that has a map.
correct. There is no inn. Here's
So you would have to triangulate that in your head, Mr. Survivalist Ultimate Roller. Figure it out.
I'm not ultimate, but
tonight you are.
so let's see here.
They came
Dugan's
from the
Hole.
east,
They came from the northwest. Well, one
So
came
we're here.
northwest. So towards the bottom of the woods that we went to before to find the other
So that
giant.
area.
Yeah, that's
On this map, where's the giants? Where's the giant and mammoth located on this map?
somewhere in probably this area. You
Okay.
got off the road probably. You were about an hour away, so you were probably, I'd say, 3 dots outside of Dugan's Hole, and then you went
Okay.
northwest. So yeah, just to the west of this point, somewhere out there. Yeah,
So
to make a triangle. One
So
came,
somewhere above the U or G.
yeah, somewhere out there.
you know, it would be perfect timing is if our friends showed up and they were able to sit, pretend to be locals and draw the wolves out, thinking that they were gonna capture them.
So did they come in from the upper right going lower left, or the upper left going lower right? The wolves, did they come in from this way or that way on us when we were walking in?
One was coming across in front of us and then turned and walked towards us up the path. And the other one came in from the east, directly east of us. So it would have been, yeah, from where the Frosthold Giant place was, probably straight towards us on the trail.
So if he came in directly from east, he would have came in that way.
You had
That's the
one.
other side. That's the lake.
One came towards the. Why am I drawing a circle? I don't want to draw a circle. I don't want to draw a circle. Get rid of circle. Alright. Yeah, clear. Boop. Freehand. One came, okay, thin and green. One came crossing the road and then walked up the road. One came directly 90 degrees from him, so we're looking like this. And then you guys were about 3 dots out.
So they're probably denned up over there somewhere towards where the frost giant lived. Maybe north of there a little bit.
Maybe. And yeah, the frost giant's
Hole
little
was right
whirl.
around there, right?
Yeah, so we're looking at somewhere around somewhere up in there.
So I wonder if they's just using the frost giant's cage after they killed him. But the question is, how did they kill him?
We know that we've seen plenty of signs of more creatures under the control of the Ice Maiden. Perhaps they had help.
Made them stronger, special abilities.
Well, I would assume that the wolves would not be able to carry an axe, as they kept telling us. No thumbs.
But they were able to.
So we need to find out who they're working with, if something else had helped them kill the giant.
But the kids told
But
us.
why would they still want to lead people to the mammoth to be killed and not just kill them themselves? There's so many questions still.
Very strange.
Maybe they could not kill the mammoth on their own, and the other question is, if they don't have thumbs, we saw no keys, and how did they put the kids in the cage and lock the door? So who has the keys?
Well, the kids told you how the cage was opened. They said the wolf threw them in there, put them in the cage.
Yeah.
So the wolves told you that we have no thumbs and can't use the cage, but the kids say the wolves use the cage. So who are you believing?
So the wolves have the keys to the cage. So are they really wolves?
Or were they in sheep's clothing?
Exactly.
Shape
They
changers.
were feral clothing.
Feral clothing.
So, well, one way
Still
or
doesn't answer
another,
why they would want to lead us out there to the mammoth and to where the kids are, unless they did that just to keep luring people out there.
unless they thought that between the kobolds and the mammoth, we would just be taken care of, and they could come later and have a meal.
But they're getting trinkets and food from the town.
Normally wolves don't care about trinkets, though, do they?
Is there anything I can roll to try to put all this together? Intelligence check, something? I don't know.
Sure, go ahead.
Give us another clue. What do you want me to roll?
Well, I'll tell you right now, you guys have already answered it, but
but we're not intelligent
Roll-
enough. So
Roll an intelligence.
I mean, ability check, disadvantage. Let's see what this +0 gets me. A 13.
Sure. So basically what you can piece out of this is the wolves never enter the actual lodge. Hence, they never piss off the mammoth. Their stealth abilities allow them to use the cage to keep their food in a nice warm, quote, quote, area that's dry and out of the blizzard. They can enter and leave as often as they want, as long as they're quiet, which is why usually the prey that they're hunting is knocked out or unconscious, and when they throw them in there, sure, they run off. If any of their prey make noise, the mammoth comes looking, sees that they're not a threat, turns around and goes back to his master. So most likely the wolves were thinking, we can add more to the cage. We've got 3 nice plump, well, 1 very plump Goliath. We have more food, because to them you were yokels. You were just locals. And they were doing their best to keep you. When they saw that you could defeat a mammoth, they hightailed it to basically they're not going to fight you now. At least not fairly. And yes, the giant's body
That still
was found to be...
But got it.
Yeah.
The giant's body was killed by adventurers of some sort before the wolves showed up. Hence, the axe is gone, and the goblins came through you got it right before when you talked about the hole, the Ramirez hole. That's how they snuck in. As long as they're sneaking and sneaky, the mammoth won't do it. So they were just pilfering the place. They just happened to be there. So what's your question?
Well, do we want to
Why
go
would
back
the wolves
out?
take trinkets? It's still bothering the hell out of me. And
you
should not answer that. We don't know.
Okay. You probably find a pile of them buried somewhere. Their whole thing is they just want food. But because of the Rime maidens making them do what she wants, she's just making it more painful for the city or the town. So the wolves just want food. They're just like any other wolves. They want food.
They're just bleeding the place.
Slowly killing
What do you think,
it off.
Bacon?
So what can you tell me about those stones in the south of town?
And she says, "Oh, our monolith." She says, "That's the 20 stones of Thrun. It's interesting that it's actually been here longer than the town. They actually don't know what it's about, but what it does is it shows 19 of these crudely formed granite-fashioned menhirs arranged in a rough triangle with a single stone at the formation's center. No one knows who built it or why. The townsfolk will have all their stories about they were there when the town's founder, a Chondathian named Dugan Dubres, first happened upon this fishing spot. Scholars have tried to research it and its origin for the structure's name, but all they found are allusions to the creature named Thrun in the oldest of legends of northern folk. Some speculate that Thrun is a god, while others believe he's a destructive elemental spirit bound to this location on the ancient druidic magic ruins, or monolith. It's been here longer than the town, and nobody really knows anything about it."
Wonder if he would have known the answer.
Pray to him.
Well, that is an interesting story.
Then she says, "Feel free to go investigate. Take a look at basically it's their one attraction. Unless ice fishing is your game."
I'm glad we're not here during tourist season.
Yeah, you might find 4 extra people here.
All right. Let's go get ourselves
We
a
are
meal
tourist
and
season.
some rest.
You are the only tourists. That's right. They're looking you up and down going, That could be a good husband for so-and-so.
Yeah. They need new blood, that's for sure.
Bacon's gonna get offers.
That's right. How would you like to be co-speaker?
Yeah. All right. I guess first thing in the morrow we go hunting wolves. I knew we should have just attacked them.
We want Hot Footy out there and then try ambush them. If they have, see if they've come back for the kids. If they have not, ambush them when they do come back. Or if they have come back, then try track them back to where their den is.
I do want to.
Need to get into some disguises now, so they know it's not us, because they'll recognize us in our gear, and if they're not wanting to fight us fair, they're gonna head off somewhere and might not come after us again, as long as we're here.
That's true. But I don't know how we're going to disguise ourselves.
Standard everyday clothing, take essentials, cover up our weapons, and walk out slowly.
They're very intelligent. You don't think that they'll notice just by our size that we're probably the same people?
They might not.
A Goliath, a short Goliath, and a dwarf.
We can always take the Goliath and put him in a tripod and act like we're carrying him from Dugan's Hold back to Goodmead for medical attention.
Oh, that's a good idea.
This time you guys do the limping.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like that idea. Boy, that's a good idea, lad.
Well, you haven't raised an idiot most of my life.
Turn the tables on those tricksters.
So, I mean, you could be like kobolds and do that, right?
Yeah. There we go. You just be like a
really tall giant.
All right. But regardless, I would prefer to fight in the day or twilight day as it is, as opposed to at night.
Twilight.
So we go early morning.
Aye.
So rest up. Figure out what these boots are. Get some sleep.
Yep.
Yeah. You get back to the house and they have a very nice thinned out stew, if not some soup for you guys. Nice warm glasses of water.
Unattune the Pearl of Power to see if it makes me still have exhaustion or have bad dreams.
Sure, you can try to unattune it.
I will do that this night, at least. I will.
And so for the first hour, you
take it off and put it over somewhere else in my backpack, off of me, no longer on me, and unattune it from my being, if possible.
And after an hour, you feel the strength of it just as strong as it was before.
It's cursed.
I'm still thinking it's that skull that you dug out.
Can I do an Arcana check on it to see if it is cursed then?
Sure.
And I can assist and help.
Go ahead.
I'm still at disadvantage, so yeah.
No, you're not. You're actually at advantage.
But I'm disadvantaged because of exhaustion.
It doesn't matter because I can use
whatchamacallit.
Turn the tide only just gets rid of my disadvantage then,
I can use restore balance to get rid of disadvantage, and
then he was going to help
you. Give you advantage.
Oh.
So you're 21, looks at yourself, you look at your pearl, you look at yourself, and you go, "Oh crap!" And you accept.
Has the wand, and he's going to be. That's why he's cursed.
So you think you got it unattuned, and you go to sleep, and you wake up, and I
still have nightmares.
Complete nightmares about anything you are the most scared about. You could be dreaming about running through a field of poppies, yet those poppies want to kill you.
They all have teeth.
Yes. And big ears.
So I tell Bacon the next morning again, do I get a second level of exhaustion, or do I just stay at one?
No, you stay at one level.
Okay.
You stay at one. You will always be exhausted.
Yep. So I tell Bacon we either need to return these items because they should stay, which might break the curse that way, Or we need to find somebody in Bryn Shaddar that has the ability to
remove the curse.
greater restoration or something on these items to see if it can break the curse.
Remove curse would work, probably.
Yeah, whatever it might be. This is me. I don't know a whole lot of magic stuff.
No, neither do I. Come.
And in the evening, I would have spent an hour looking at the boots.
And you would have gotten back the boots of the hinterland.
And if, since the two of you are already resistant to cold, you mind if I take them?
Nope, you can have them.
So you are no longer impeded.
They keep you warm, and you no longer have
Awesome.
So you can travel. You're always traveling through the snow when we're on our snowshoes, and you're like, "Come on, guys, what's taking you so long?"
Yeah, I stopped wearing snowshoes.
Correct. And people look at you and go, that's weird. Plus, you don't have to wear, technically, your winter garb, your cold weather gear.
If
Your
your
normal, exactly, your normal armor will keep you warm. If you have
the boots keep them warm, nothing else.
Well, right. To people, they look at you and they think you keep yourself warm somehow, but you don't need the cold weather gear. If you do, you can get up to 100 degrees below.
Yeah.
Normally now you can survive 50 degrees
because you don't want to look odd.
Right. No, absolutely. I don't want to become what's his name. I also, I don't need to wear my ice
crampons
either.
Nope.
Nice. That's perfect.
Less weight.
Sweet. All right.
So there is a good thing about knocking out these little tiny quests.
Yeah.
Did we level after a long rest?
Nope. No, your curse makes you level 3. Yeah, the cursed people go down 1 level.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go down a level.
So, all right.
What do you think you need to do, want to do, or where you should go?
Well, we're gonna. The next thing to do is to go out and go look for the wolves.
Okay.
And we're gonna
with our ruse.
Yep, with the ruse going.
You're all 3 wearing the jacket, so it's 1 person, and like the goblins. I know.
We're gonna keep our main gear with the lady in town there, and just say we'll be back for this. If not, accept it as our apology, but give us a few days. And then take minimal clothing, like fisher's gear, whatever.
Bacon technically could wear regular gear.
Well, yeah, I know, but like not the leather and chain and other things that we see. We'll cover that up as much as we can, but not even in like higher end winter gear that we've had. Maybe
you're
just
making
like
yourself look like
ragged people,
commoners.
Yeah, commoners, and then make a little triage thing and have the Goliath lay down on it like he's wounded, and like we're going from Dugan's Hole now back to Goodmead.
Okie dokie.
And we'll ask our hostess for like 3 names that we could call ourselves that'll sound like we're from the area.
All right. She gives you Tom, Dick, and Harry. You figure out who's who.
Okay.
And everybody here has the same last name already, so we're good.
Exactly. And then you leave out in the morning?
Yep. Heading back up the road to Goodmead.
All right. So you guys get your fill of thin stew of some sort. It's probably, it's probably got stuff like pine cones in it and maybe some pine needles or
tree sap.
Maybe if it just to give it some flavor.
Tree sap soup.
Good fiber.
And so somebody give me a weather.
Who's doing it? Briar.
Oh, Briar. Now we're not in the out area by Dugan, by the vault, the fortress over there. So it's still, now we're back to just it being winter-like. You have the snow coming down. It's not blizzard-like. It's just winter-like. And you guys said you're going to stick to the road initially?
Yes.
And how far are you guys going to walk the road?
Halfway?
Okay, so it's a 4-hour trip from Dugan's Hole to Goodmead. You're going to keep a normal trek like 2 hours halfway?
A little bit slower than normal trek, I would assume, right?
Because you are dragging a Goliath.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's
4
just
hours
sitting there
will
with
get
a
you
smirk
halfway
on his
then.
face, kind of laughing underneath everything, like I get to just sit back
nice
and relax.
Exactly. So you're talking about go halfway in the same amount of time. 4 hours out get you halfway now.
Sure.
Because that's half speed and you're going halfway.
Yeah, and if we don't run into anything, I mean,
Fine.
we can always stop after that point and then get off of everything and go back in 2 hours back to Dugan's Hole.
You got it. So you get 2 dots out of Dugan's Hole, and we're aiming for that circle at the 4 dot. I'm just counting the dots. So somebody give me a second run, a second percentile. I mean, sorry, not a second percent. I need the first 2 hours encounter. Oh, what the hell? Might as well just get it over with. All right.
Yeah,
So
right.
as you're walking towards this, do you see a limping wolf ahead of you, coming from your left this time? So coming from almost due north, heading towards the road, and as it gets to the road, you see it turn towards you.
This time we act like we're commoners and we try to turn the thing around as much as we can so that he's facing them with a crossbow or something. And we try to like pull it a little bit faster back.
Away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you act as if you see it and you've heard about these wolves. So you turn to quote run, but
run,
you're
Harry,
not.
Run.
Which one's Tom? Who's Dick?
Well,
we gotta get Dick back to town. The wolves are out.
I'm Harry.
Okay, so you turn around and you yell that, and you see the wolf coming towards you along the road with that limp. But if you can roll perception if you'd like, but I guarantee you within the first like 20 feet, the limp becomes more of a full wolvy gallop.
Yeah.
And do you partake in any other perceptions?
Yeah, to look for the other one as we're hastily
And I will
moving.
give you, since you know the tactic, I will give you advantage, whoever wants to.
Okay.
So yes, Howler, you see off to your now northwest, where that other green line is coming in.
Mine was only a 10.
Okay. And Briar it's 10 or above. So
Okay.
Bacon 14, you guys are good. You know the tactic. So coming from now your right at 90 degrees is another wolf who's also now moving at full speed. So we can move this as. Are you guys going to take any actions other than to attack?
So before we do anything, I'd like to just remind everybody we did get a long rest.
Yep.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You got a long rest. You stayed overnight.
If you haven't already, because I hadn't.
Take the not a short rest.
No, I was just double checking to see how many it cleared up, because I took my long rest.
Okay. You did. Okay.
Yeah, I would see how many roll dice it cleared.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the land of fighting and happiness.
As close as we can.
Same old wintry map you always give us.
Well, this one's not going to be a road because you guys are going to be fighting in the blistering outer realm.
So I'm assuming when we see him when we turn, we go, get ready, Briar. And what are you planning on doing? Are you going to shoot him with something as soon as they get in range?
You guys can plan this.
Because we figured that out, yeah. We're going to try to surprise attack them as they get within our range, I'm assuming.
But not just within range. We need them close so that we can take them out before they can run away. So we need them to be like get up to the point where we can actually
10 feet of us or something.
Yeah.
Like when he's about to pounce, I guess.
Okay, so we're gonna call when I move this over, we're gonna call the bottom part. The road is directly. You are on the road, which is the bottom, and I'll move this over for you. The road is the whole bottom of this map.
Do we think these wolves would have a higher wisdom or strength?
I don't know.
I don't have a wolf as a pet, so I don't know either.
Exactly. So I will go back to here. So you guys are along the bottom, which is the road. You've got one coming behind you, which would be this guy. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Probably 60. Oh, there's 60 feet away from Briar. At the same time, I want to look at the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. This is 60 feet. Right here.
We don't see a grid.
I know. I got to
grid
bring him
at all?
back.
Okay.
I added him in background. It was not what I should have done. So he should be there now when I do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to redo this one more check. I don't think I counted that right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. No, here. I need to move him in 4 more. So 60 feet. Is that a good number for you guys? And
So-
1 more. Is 60 feet a good number?
No, we're gonna let him get closer.
Okay, how close do you want him to get?
So we're
within
we're
10.
pulling. Yeah,
10?
within 10. And so we're pulling along, and
I
we
gotcha.
stop
I'm just
after just
getting-
5 feet. It's like all of a sudden the sled gets caught.
Okay.
Yeah,
in
I'm
a
assuming
rut.
put Briar in
Briar
between
close
us,
to
behind
us.
us. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're
And
side
I'm-
by side pulling the triage thing.
Now, so you
I always
all
forget what they're
know
called.
What I'm gonna do is, when I do attack, when I hit the first one, and at the end of the second one's turn that's furthest away, I'm gonna try charm it.
Again,
So
this
it's
is something you
annoying.
guys have time to plan. So talk to each other.
So put Briar move up next to us, so we're all together because
All
we're
right.
pulling you.
So Briar, move yourself
Right
up.
there. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
You guys keep planning what you're planning. I'm getting everything all set up here.
Yeah, so basically what I was thinking is they get real close. Right
We're
before
not
the
making them our
attack.
pets. Stop training to tame them.
No, what I'm trying to do here is
Each of you
as
need to
they-
jump on one of them so that they can't run away.
Well, he's trying to make it so we only have to fight one at a time.
Yeah, I was gonna try to charm one on it, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw, so we can kill the other and then turn our attention on that one. Does that make sense?
Good luck.
Unless you got a better idea.
As soon
I
as
mean,
you
you
start
can-
casting at one of these things, I think they're gonna know who we are in turn.
And turn. Okay. So
Well, turn and run, I guess.
Okay,
I don't know
so-
if they're scared to fight us because of the mammoth.
I hear you. So you are within 10 to that one. Do you want me to move this one within 10 so that it's like that, or do you want him back at 20?
No,
Oh, that's good.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
I had him at 10 and then you moved together, so I had to move you better.
Rolling,
Okay.
rolling. This is your.
Hold on, let me open it up. There you go. So there's initiative. Go for it. You guys should be able to roll initiatives.
Nice.
And I'm assuming we get a first round surprise.
Yeah, I'll give you that simply because they saw you running as prey. So we'll do this. That's like that. All right. Who has the better dexterity, Briar or Bacon?
I have a +2.
He's got a +2, so pick.
Yeah, I'm at 14.
Okay, alphabetical. Which one's better, BH or Beatrice?
So you're the one who's facing him already, so you can go ahead and go.
Okay.
Yeah, we're using your.
Do you tell them which
pop
one
up
you're
and
doing, or
go.
did you just yell?
I'm gonna. Which one's the closest?
They're
Is
both
it-
10 feet away from you. Oh, sorry. They're both
We'll
10
know
feet
what
away
you're
from
doing
you.
as you pop up and go. We'll turn around and look before we
Mhm.
do anything,
Yeah.
and then we should. Well, you two will get one more attack each before the Winter Wolves go. If we have a surprise round, we all get one full round before the Wolves go, and then it goes from the top of the order after our surprise round.
I move there this way and behind this one. It's between us.
So he
I'm gonna
gets
attack
up,
this
jumps
one.
off the thing, and runs over.
Okay.
And then I will try to charm this one if it tries to run away. So first hit.
Doesn't it have to be damaged to roll your charm or no?
No.
Okay.
That charm is at the end of its turn. So if it turns to run at the end of its turn, I charm it.
Okay.
As long as he's still within range of you. These things
Actually,
can
yeah,
run like
yeah.
50 feet in their turn, and you only have a 30-foot radius on your charm, right?
And did 11 points of damage. Okay.
I'm looking for.
Yeah,
here.
the stone rune's at within 30 feet of you, so
Yeah,
if it
that's what I
bolts,
was
you
looking-
probably aren't going to be within range to charm it. So
Yeah. I'm looking for. Where's the other run?
We gotta hope that
Fire
they're
run.
you gotta hope that they stand to fight.
Yeah.
and that one's not gonna leave the other.
When you hit a creature with an attack, okay, so I have to throw this on this one. I'm gonna hit this with fire run. This way, hopefully, we can kill it off fast. That's how I did Nessie. So that's a 2d6, right?
Yeah.
Well,
You can just click one of those 2d6s.
And it also has to.
Just roll strength.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does not.
get
It is not restrained.
Darn it! That would have been a better thing than the charm.
It's okay. I did extra 7 damage.
Okay, so
That's all I can do right now.
and you can't do that
Why can't I?
because that's an action. Your action was to attack.
When you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can invoke
Okay.
the rune of Summon's Fury.
Yeah, it's part of the action.
Okay,
but it's-
okay. So it's within the action.
Yeah.
All right.
So I can't
You're
use
good.
the other one because I have to wait till the animal is at the end of its turn. Then I can use
Gotcha.
the other one.
Go ahead. So bacon.
Okay. So I'm gonna step forward to the same one.
You no longer have your
And-
+1 AC though, if you still have that on. Just so you know.
You're right. You're right. Let me just quickly take that off. Okay. So, and I'm going to do the booming blade and try to. I will actually use a bonus action to put Hexblade's curse on it, and then attempt booming blade. Hit it with my battle axe. Does a 14 hit?
Yep.
Awesome. So that is 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
That's my turn.
So the winter wolf, which is this one down here, is going to look at you.
Do they have
And
blue
first-
eyes? Are they
Yes, he's
named?
both.
Oh.
Yes,
Before you had the
And-
names, I just.
I know. I picked winter wolf as a winter wolf from the. I mean, I can actually. You're right. So these guys are actually sorry.
Big. Yeah. And
I got to get Briar out of here. Hold on. Move yourself, Briar, over. Yeah. They don't have any different abilities as they were just the named wolves.
Yep.
So this one is
I
going
just
to.
wanted to
look
make
at
sure we
you.
weren't being attacked by a
Yep,
different
you're
pair.
still being it. No, yeah, this is the other pair. And I need both Bacon and Howler to roll a DC 12
Well, Who
dexterity.
moved me next to him? I'm not next to him yet.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. My bad. It's because I still
Okay.
have ability to move you, so that I grabbed you.
So roll a DC 12 dexterity throw.
Okay.
Both of us?
Yep. As you see the wolf breathe in and breathe out.
So is that me or the other two?
No, that's the other two.
Okay.
So I don't
So
think.
how go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have anything special yet that allows me to reroll. Okay.
I'm
roll.
not at disadvantage for saving throws. That's level
I got-
3, just so you know.
I got you. So for those of you who failed, which is Bacon, you take 18, but you are resistant to cold based on those boots.
Right. We all three of us are actually.
Okay. So you
'Cause-
take 9, and you did make your saving throw. So you take half off. So you both take 9.
I take half
now-
of the 9 because I'm resistant. I
Okay, so
saved
you
and
take
I'm resistant, so
4.5.
I take 5. or 4.
Okay. That is his attack. This guy is going to step down here and attack Briar for a 21
Okay, that hits.
for 15 points of damage.
Wow. It's going to be like that again, is it?
Apparently it is.
And
I'm
It
letting a
goes
dog
by
out.
the
Hold on.
night, people. I don't know what you think. It's not by the fight. It's by the night.
Not by the
at
fight, but
end
by
of
the
his
night.
turn,
Ah.
and if I'm reading this right, I'll display it. So if I'm reading this right, when a creature I see at the end of its turn, I can try to cast this on it, right?
Yep.
Which I'm gonna do the stone rune on him that just attacked me.
Okay, hold on a sec.
So he has to.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Well, if we die, I get to play my first 5e monk character.
Alrighty. So he has to roll a wisdom,
Yep.
and you're doing the one on the north, right?
Yeah. Because it's the end of his turn. Yep.
Oof.
Yeah, I tried.
You did. All right. This is it. This is going to be it. This is going to
So
be close.
Briar, your turn.
Do it, Briar.
Alright. So this one.
So I
here is
don't get to
already
go at all?
damaged.
Okay, Howler gets to go at one point tonight. I'm letting a dog back in.
As I say, it should have been Briar, Bacon, me, and then Briar again. But yeah, so I get to go.
Go ahead.
The
We'll
wolves
let
shouldn't
you
have
go
gone
this-
yet, Martin,
Okay.
because in a surprise round, we all get a turn
Oh, so
before the wolves.
you totally forgot it was a surprise round. You are correct. So actually, this mode never moved down. One more. One.
Yeah, and
Get
you
in
didn't
there.
use your stone rune
And
yet,
he did not use his spell yet. Correct.
and we
You
didn't
are
get
right.
damaged yet.
You are correct. So continue on. So it's Howler's turn. You've taken no damage.
Are they within 10 feet of each other? Really? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do. Right
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire right in between the two of them.
Okay.
Here's where we want you to roll low. Come on, DM Sorko. Low rolls.
Dexterity save for both of them.
Dexterity save for this gentleman. North one is a 11.
Oh, yes.
Fails.
Dexterity for the south one.
Saves.
Okay. That's
So
fine.
we have
Still
advantage to hit the north one. Disadvantage, or not disadvantage, normal on the bottom one.
All right. So Wolf does not go. It is Briar's turn again.
Yep. So now we're back at the top of the round.
Now we're in the real round.
Now we're in the real round 1. Correct.
Back to the real
So
world.
this one here, I'm definitely going to. Take
So you
some
haven't
damage.
used your charm thing yet.
Not my second one.
No, your first
And you
one.
haven't used any. You used
You
your
used
fire rune. You did
rune,
not use
But
your
because
stone
this guy
rune.
never attacked, so you could never use your
I
charm.
know that. I already knew that.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
And you didn't take any damage yet either.
yep,
Correct.
I'm
He's fixed
back.
himself.
Okay.
So this guy here, I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay.
And longsword.
You hit him.
Yep. 10 damage.
So Bacon, you can move over to the other one that we have advantage on now and try to hit it the same as he is.
I know
I'm gonna
this.
go ahead and do the.
You should both
I do
should
actually-
stand in between them technically. Then if either one of them moves away, you get an opportunity attack.
You mean like that?
Because then you'll be in
Depends
range
which
of
way
either
they
one.
move.
Well, they're within feet though, so anytime they move away from them now, no matter which way,
true.
north, south, whatever.
I was just saying, if he does this, he's not actually going to get an opportunity of attack.
No, but if Bacon is right here, is what I'm saying. Like if Bacon stands here and Briar stands there, then either way it would be.
Okay. Anything else, Briar?
That's it right now.
Bacon.
All right. Unfortunately, it's the one on the bottom that I get extra damage against, but that's okay. I'm going to move up.
You can keep attacking him. That's what's the one you guys have been attacking.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be fairy fired unless somebody hits me.
Okay.
It makes me make a concentration check, so.
Gonna still attack the bottom one. Hopefully.
But you'll have advantage on if he tries to disengage. If you guys take the bottom one down, you both have advantage on the top one as he runs away.
This
you awake, Martin?
I'm here.
This is within 5 feet, right? Then against one creature, on hit, so the target creature you see within 5 feet of it. Yeah, okay. They have to be next to each other. All right, so booming blade on the bottom one. My battle axe. Thank goodness.
Yep.
For 8 points.
Bottom one?
Yep. And then with my bonus action, I will give Bardic Inspiration to Briar.
Awesome, thanks.
That's my turn.
And Winter Wolf. So this is the lower one. So he's going to do his breath, so you guys can roll again. So it's going towards Bacon and Howler. 15-foot cone. I'm just going to put it right between the two of you. And so Bacon rolls a 13. He saves.
And I failed this time.
Okay, so this time it is.
So I take half.
Of half.
17.
So, and Bacon, you take half of half.
Yep.
So you take 8, so 4.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
That's his attack. Howler's turn.
I'm gonna move to here.
And you roll a concentration check.
That's right for con.
Come on, you can make it. You can make it.
Yeah,
barely.
Good.
It works.
And then I will. Actually, I was here, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna move. No, I'm not gonna move within range. Nope, I'm just gonna stay here. I could yell out to Bacon and be like, "You want to be toasty?" No, I don't.
You're throwing a fireball.
I'm gonna use Scorching Ray, and I'm gonna do 2 at the top one and 1 at the bottom one.
Okay.
So the 2 at the top one have advantage. So I gotta do this first, and I'll roll advantage. So it's 19 to hit for 6 points of damage on the first one.
No save?
Nope, these are attack rolls.
Okay, so top one got 6 total?
To start with, yep. And then the second one is a 13 to hit.
That does hit.
For 5 more points of damage, so the top one took 11. And then the bottom one will be at normal, not advantage, because he saved on his Fairy Fire. And that's a 13 to hit.
Yeah.
For 8 points of damage.
Nice.
8 points. Okay.
Wow, still not bloody.
No, hold on. That's not right. Save. And this guy is now up to 75, 66, and now this guy took 8?
Bottom one took 8, top one took 11.
Why does it keep returning his hit points back to full? 8. So that's 8. So that's where that should be.
Good.
They're tying them together. That's the wrong problem.
Yeah, because you copy and pasted your tokens, probably.
Okay.
And it does that sometimes, and I've figured out.
Rename them to a different name, and it'll probably change that. So you should have copied the named ones that you had on the other map and just pasted them on.
I got that. Okay, so if I save that now, it did not say. Okay, there you go. That's what we have. So the first one you did finally dink it. The bottom one. Second one, that was his first 2 hits. Okay, go ahead. Next is Elvis. So that's the top one. Elvis is going to do the same thing his brother did, aiming this way. So save. Go ahead, guys. 12. Dexterity.
Yep. Yep.
All right, Bacon.
Another fail.
Ooh.
So another 8 for you 4, Bacon.
Yep.
Now is the recharge every turn attempt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he has an attempt to roll for the recharge.
At the beginning of his turn.
Okay, so you have the thing still going. That was his attack. It's now Briar's turn.
Okay, before it becomes my turn, does the one on top have anything that's continuously damaged it if nobody's hitting it?
He has the positive advantage attack.
Okay.
He has the fairy fire.
Yes.
So right before the end of his turn.
So we're going back again.
I'm doing the stone.
No, we're not going back.
Right.
If he missed it, he missed it. He knows that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shot it.
This is
you didn't charm it, so I shot it.
Okay. I'm trying to set it up where we only got one hitting us at a time, and we'll only have to focus on one.
Take that one down, and you're only focusing on one.
All right. I see what you're saying, but I know what I'm saying is right. But that's okay.
Go ahead.
You can do whatever you want. It's your character.
I know.
You hit.
For 12.
1 on the bottom, correct?
Yep. But we're not retroing something after I already attacked it.
Go ahead. It is now Bacon. What are you doing?
I'm coming with my second attack.
Oh, you're doing... Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll. 13. Hits it. For 6. Okay.
Okay.
And Bacon.
All right. Aye. You got some cold breath, both of you. Let's see if we can warm it up with some warm blood. Booming blade, battle axe at the bottom one. Oh, there's a 12 hit?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Ah. All right. I'm going to use my bonus action to give bardic inspiration to Howler. And that's my turn.
You already have inspiration, right? Yeah, okay. So the wolf down on the vault. Now, does recharge take his action, or is that just a natural ability?
You just start it. You
just roll it at the beginning to see if it recharges.
4 does not recharge, so he's going to turn around. This guy's been pitting him off, so he's going to attack you there. Does a 21 hit you?
It hits.
For 12 points of damage. Now, you need to roll a strength save. Okay.
Stone endurance 1d12.
Okay. So you get 10. So you only take 2 points of damage, but you still need to roll a strength save. Or sorry, you take 0 points now, because I thought that was your stone endurance, so you rolled it twice.
Okay. Well, it says do a 1d. Okay, I see.
And strength save you do not get knocked down, so you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Man, that was a really good roll, but still, come on. Going back for seconds. All right, so that is his turn. Howler.
Gonna do Scorching Ray again. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. 20 to hit for 11 damage for the first one on the top.
Okay.
Natural 20. Why is this not rolling damage? So 4 plus 2 more. So that's 8. So the top one takes a total of 19. And then the bottom one will take a normal roll for a 14 to hit for 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Elvis's turn. Let's see if he gets his. He does get his back.
So 19 didn't even bring Elvis down to half? Damn.
Nope. All right, so he has his.
That's 30 points of damage I've done to that thing, and it hasn't even dropped it to half yet. That sucks.
Yeah.
The Elvis got his back, so he's looking at a twofer. So he's just gonna do his breath again
Yep.
at Bacon and Howler.
I made it.
I'm good.
You both made it. Good job.
Nice.
For
Ooh.
So,
So 6.
well, you both take 6 because you're both resistant, or you
Ouch.
saved in
Well.
resistance.
I'm gonna use my Stone's Endurance for me.
Okay.
So 10, so I take no damage.
Okay. I don't even see it roll yet. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, yep, you take no, and Bacon took 5, right? Half? Yeah, it's half a half, so 5, correct?
I took 6.
You only need 5 because it's 23, so half's 11 and a
11
half.
Half
You're right.
12,
5.
it should be 6. No. 23 halved would be 12. Half of
I
12.
thought you round down,
Yeah, you round down to 11.
Oh, yeah.
and
that's
half of
right.
11 is 5.
Yep.
Rounded down. All right, so you're at 20 now, and now it is Briar. What are you going to do?
Keep hitting the one at the bottom.
Okie dokie. I see you've stopped saying I take my longsword and hit it.
Nice. Nice hit.
Another 10.
All right. You see it. Look over at you and rather irritated. Anything else?
That's it for now.
Bacon.
Alright, I gotta try to finish off the one on the bottom. Yes. And that was. I rolled a 17. Okay, never mind. For 12 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, you did like 10 more than needed, so he's dead.
That's okay.
He falls over.
I get in 4 points of
Health.
health back from his death.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Bonus action, move your mark.
I can't.
Oh.
It's not the spell. It's the it's a
Howler.
special feature.
Okay.
You're up.
I remind you guys that he is sparkly and you have advantage on him.
Yep. Take advantage of it now.
And then I will move up.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah. And on my turn, I would have actually moved around to the other side of him. So
And
we're
that's
not
fine.
Well,
all
then
the
I won't do
same.
what I was going to do.
Sorry.
No, I. was
No,
gonna
you
do
can't
burn- I was
retcon. You
gonna-
both are exactly where you're supposed to be.
I was going to burning hands, but now you're in the way, so I won't do
Nope.
that.
No, he
We're-
wants his beard shorter. Go for it.
Are you sure you can't? Because you could. You can't just step up one more and it'll just hit him because
Nope,
he's
I'm
large.
healing myself for 5 hit points this round.
He wants health.
Okay.
It's all about him.
I was just trying to keep him
I
from
was
getting.
down to like less than a third of my health, so yes, I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
And
Let's
then
see if
I will
Elvis- go
move
ahead.
this way to keep us all apart.
Okay. Let's see
So
if
the
he's
breath
magical.
will only hit one of us.
He is still magical.
Jeez. That is.
And I hate to say it,
He's gonna go after me.
Well, let me read something here.
I mean, I did do 30 points of damage to him already.
And he's smart enough to know that you're holding the fairy fire on him.
So he's going to move 1, take your attack.
At advantage.
At advantage.
Go ahead, Briar.
Okay, you hit him for how much? 8. Two, 3, 4, 5.
Attack of opportunity from Bacon.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Yep, go ahead. Pick one.
Yep. I wish I
picks a hit.
Yep, so that's 7.
Okay. So 7 more. So he's down to that number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's moved his full. And he's actually going to double move for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. The only one who's actually might see him may be probably Bacon. You might see because 100 feet away, the winter starts to distort him, but you're seeing the shadow of a butt running at full speed to that direction. So
I can still do.
You can still do Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, yeah.
How long does your Fairy Fire last? Is there a distance involved, or is it on him?
It's on him.
Okay, go for it, Bacon.
Pretty sure.
I mean, technically, so you hit him.
So 4 points of force damage.
All right.
Not that it matters, because he's going to get away from us.
All right. What are you doing, Briar?
I'm gonna run up 5, 10.
He has a 10-foot light radius that he sheds as he's there, which gives us advantage.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
and it lasts for 1 minute, so 10 rounds, and it's only been like 3.
So Briar moved up 30,
Yeah,
and
hit him with my longbow.
well, you said it, so you're not going to hit him.
And I would have moved.
Hit
You
him.
did you say that? Go ahead. You have advantage. You miss him. Howler's turn.
I think that's 30, right? I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is.
If you could shoot something that's longer than 75 feet, you can hit him or attack. So you hit him with
for 8.
Go ahead. And now he's going to move another 100 feet.
Yeah, there's no way. Well,
he should be bleeding now, so we can track him hopefully in the snow a little bit better while we chase after him.
That's true.
So he's going to get out of your vision, out of your glowiness. He is so you can track him if you'd like.
Yes.
Well, he is shedding light, no matter how dark or whatever.
No, I understand that, but he's the light that's glowing. So you're saying the light can glow up to 100? You can see it 100 to 200 feet away in twilight?
No, I'm saying you would be able to see it, depending on how far he gets. I would say a couple hundred feet before you wouldn't be able to see it anymore.
Okay, so now he's at 200. He's at 150. Sorry, he's at 150. Nope, he's at 200 feet away from you right now. He moves at 50 each.
Yeah, we moved 30, so then you'd be at.
That's 170. Yeah.
So I don't know. There's certain.
You tell
ranges.
me. I don't see how it can be seen 200 feet away.
In D&D, how can you shoot something that's 320 feet away?
When it's completely clear.
No, that's a disadvantage, no matter what. Remember, any disadvantage is disadvantage. So.
I'm just wondering
the range of the weapon.
And I understand that. And in darkness, you can't see 300 feet. Even with dark vision, you can still only see 60 feet. Correct.
You have a glowing beacon in dark, though, right now because he's fairy fired.
Fine. Take your
No, I
crossbow
don't
shot.
care. I'm not going to take a shot. I'm
Okay.
going to track him as he's bleeding.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
Okay, then, okay.
Eventually, he
Then-
will run out of steam. He will not be able
Okay.
to run forever. So we
Oh,
will sit and track him now.
Okay, so to do it,
Because running, you got to remember rules of exhaustion. If he's running 200 or 100 feet every round, he only can do that for what is it, 10 rounds before he's exhausted round 1. If he continues 5 more rounds, he's exhausted 2.
Correct?
Yeah, you get Constitution checks.
Okay. But no, it's 10 rounds, and then after that, it's Constitution checks, if I remember.
Yeah, you get a Constitution.
You'd have to look up the rule. I don't know. I've never used it, so I just know that you have to make the checks after certain distances because you'll get exhausted running it. It's basically you're running full out, and I know an animal can run farther because that's why he has 50 feet versus the human being 30. But full out running after a minute, you would be, which is 10 rounds, you would be exhausted.
Okay, so I'm just trying to look up everything. So during a chase, participant can freely use the dash action a number equal to 3 plus his Constitution mile. So he can run 500 feet. And each additional action after that, he has to roll a DC 10 on his Constitution or gain 1 level of exhaustion. I don't know if that's actually dashing, but that works. So he's going to go, he's moving his full 500 feet before he has exhaustion, so then he'll start walking. Moving his normal movement. So go ahead, start tracking.
All right, Bacon.
Survival.
I will assist in any way I can to help him so he has advantage.
So, and he also, you never used, because you're doing this immediately, so you still have the D6.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do well.
Mine's my D6? Yeah,
you both have inspiration.
Yeah, I know. I got to roll above a 10, though, so there. 13 gets me above 10. That gives you advantage without having to use your D8 or D6.
Okay.
If somebody's assisting, they just have to roll above a 10 on the same check. It gives the other person advantage.
So rolling it advantage or normal?
Advantage, because I rolled an 8 plus 5. It's 13. So you have a 20 to track him.
Okay, so you track him. You know which way he's going.
And we're going to track him
You have to tell us how long that tracking lasts.
I'm doing it based on he's following the trail, so every turn he's going to have to keep tracking.
Yeah. We're going to move as fast as we can, right?
Are you moving as fast as you can, or are you tracking? Or as fast as you can while tracking?
While tracking.
So you're moving at normal speed, yeah.
Yeah, we aren't going to catch him up in rounds, Martin, so you can't do this in rounds. We're slowing down to track. He's going full bore. So he's a half a mile ahead of us, and we've moved a quarter of, that, if that.
Okay.
So you have to tell us how long does our tracking last with a 20, and then how many times do you want us to roll it? It's not going to be every round. Or we're going to sit here and roll 500 times before we even get close to the first jot that he did.
Okay, so I've no idea how you want to do this.
Or you can just take some rolls and do it narratively, however you want to do it.
Yep.
All right, so you're then as a DM, you're not going to catch him. You're going to lose him. For the simple fact, they are a mated pair. And they know that if one of them falls, the other one leaves, doesn't care, will leave. And will go as fast and as far as they can without being caught. They have advantage on perception, both in hearing and in smell, to know if and when you come closer. So they know how to take off again. They know how to evade.
Good.
They're in their natural element.
Him away from this area.
Oh, you are chasing. You're heading him towards the forest, the northeast. That's where he's going. So if you want to chase him into the forest,
we just don't
by
want
all
him to,
means.
Yeah, we'll go up to the forest, I would imagine, right, guys? Because we just don't want him to come back to town, right?
Right.
And you can
then
also report
back and try to find the one that we had, because that was along the road.
Yes, and you can effectively tell the town you have killed one of the 2 wolves, and since the wolves packed together, this is a town of of hunters and hunters and fisher hole people, because they don't have boats, so they can use. They're going to believe that once one of them's killed, the other one is going to scurry off because they lost their advantage of the pack.
And we'll warn
so
them.
we'll bring
that
the one
because,
back to prove that we killed one.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. Nobody can hear you. So you got away.
Okay. But
So are you taking the body back, the whole thing, or are you skinning
the whole
it again?
thing?
No, we're taking the whole body back.
You're gonna throw it on the A-frame that you were pulling Briar in and just lump the.
Yep.
All right, that works.
So, and we'll warn the town too that these creatures are being controlled by the Frostmaiden, so they should be prepared for the other one to come back eventually, but possibly.
So
You are correct. Go ahead.
So I do have a question on that, if they're controlled or not, because when we killed that first NPC, we saw something come out of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But did we see anything come out of this one wolf when we
No.
killed it? So
No.
is it really
That's why
controlled,
we got to
or
kill
is it
both.
by something else?
Well, but is the controlling so Sethic had died and been infused with a spirit and animated, whatever. So that was different, I think, than this.
He was undead.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
but the troll in the cave had the same thing.
And the troll in the cave was alive. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, was Maud? Maud wasn't.
You said she had blue glowing eyes.
But
Something
did she?
came out of her, and then the other one was the kobold guy. We had 3, I thought.
No, the kobold guy had the that was not
The other spirit in
Frostmaiden.
it. Yeah.
Right. That was the woman.
Okay.
That walked through the city. That was the story of the song about the maiden or the woman who came into town and then just kept going. That was her. So the only one was Maud. Maud had bluish. See, I don't remember Maud she had blue eyes, but I don't remember the thing coming out of her. I do know Sephic did. I remember Sephic.
Now, if it's still early in the day, do we want to try to backtrack, see where they came from, to see if there's any of the trinkets that they took from town, if they took any?
I'm not worried about.
Are you real? Yeah, I'm not worried about the trinkets.
Okay.
They're trinkets.
I mean, you can give them the food back too, but it's going to be in the form of little pellets.
Yeah.
Well, in this case,
the food is the wolf.
They've got the meat.
Yes, I know. I'm saying his poop would be the food they gave him.
Yeah. I was also thinking that if we return the wolf, we might go out and retrieve the 5 barrels and maybe bring some mammoth meat back if they're hungry.
Nah, they know how to go get that. I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay.
And with one wolf hound, they might actually think it's safer now to go up there.
Yeah, and we have more important things to do with our time than.
Yeah, you don't get paid by the hour.
Yeah, we just tell the town talker person that if they need to get a hold of us again, send word through the other town scryer people to let us know to come back down here if the wolf appears again.
Yep, just send word for the right people. Say you need the right people to come take care of a problem.
And run for town co-speaker.
That's right. So you can have 2 towns as the speaker now. Tom's just going to make a monopoly of this.
Bacon will be the one to unite all the towns under one speaker.
There you go.
the speaker to rule them all.
That's right.
One bacon for all. Hey,
everybody likes bacon.
Slogan.
Wrapped
bacon for
in
all.
a single
no more
bacon.
Giving stuff up.
A single wrap bacon. Single
I ain't touching that.
All right.
Enough bacon to go around?
Yeah. So there's probably just enough time left then to at least head back
to town.
But can we head back to Goodmead?
4 hours away.
You got to get back and got the wolf and took it down. No, because we were 4 hours into the day.
That's
traveling.
Right. We went way out. Yeah.
Well, you were 4 hours into the day. 4 hours into the day was only you left at light, so we're looking at.
Yeah, but then tracking hit all the way to the
12.
forest.
Okay. Okay.
through all that. That
So
would probably be a good
you'll have to
6 to 8
spend one
hours
more
right there.
night, which is a long rest
Yep.
overnight. And if you do bring the wolf back and you do offer them the wolf as food and technically, I guess, protection, because now you're saying they are half of what they were as a pack.
Do we want the pelt out of the? We want the pelt off the wolf for anything?
No, I gotta go pick my pelt up.
Woof woof. That's right.
Yeah.
Was that in Bryn Shadar, or was that up north at the other one?
That's up north.
Yeah, so we gotta go all the way up there.
Yeah. No, I mean it's all chopped up anyway. We hit it.
It's
many
been sliced
times.
and diced. All right, so you turn it over to them, and the speaker, of course, is very, very happy to accept it, unless you give it to the family. Do you give it to the town speaker, or do you give it to the family?
The one they had given us, I would give it to the family.
Yeah.
And then let
them to share it among who they know that needs it.
Take what they need. Exactly. You got it. Okay.
Yeah. Speaker obviously already has enough, so.
Okay. So the family takes, and do you let the speaker know that you donated the wolf and all that, so the family takes what they want. You know, we bring
it to him to show him that it's dead, and then we say we already have a home for it, and
well, we could just take the head off of it and bring that.
There you go.
There you go.
And that way, because the woman probably has a brother, cousin, uncle, son, who's a skinner of some sort, might be able to. So that way they can have another blanket, a white wolf pelt or something like that.
Right? To wrap up in at night and cuddle up together with their.
There you go.
Bloody reddish white.
To make more.
Brother, sister, cousin, kin.
Yeah. Yep.
Got
Make more kin.
Make more kin.
Wonderful.
I'm just imagining a meth lab in this town.
Probably.
Or the
equivalent. If you're going to spend one more night in this fine town of Dugan's Hole, then tomorrow, are you going to take the 4-hour walk to Goodmead tomorrow?
Yes, so going back to Goodmead. I mean, we have no at this point.
Unless they need us for anything else there, but I don't.
And at this point, when you're in the speaker's room, no other person comes up to you and says anything along the sorts of, "Hey, while you're here, you look like you could use." Yeah. You don't get any of that from this town.
Didn't Corwin want to come down here for something specific too, or was that more Goodmead?
I don't think.
Our characters don't know anything, but
he did not have anything. No, he just was following where we were going to head to, which was Dugan's Hole because of the wolves.
About a giant, though, too.
Not here. The giant was up north of Kelvin's Cairn. That was the Lycanthrope Goliath.
Gotcha.
And we all got a long rest, right?
Correct.
Yep.
So we will begin the trek back to Terminator.
I'm just saying when you get to Goodmead, that is where Blinky blinked out, and you've left Finnick.
Right.
He went back in Bremen. So currently you're leaving notes everywhere.
Didn't Finnick
East Haven.
come? Yeah, he stayed in East Haven for something.
Okay. I'm looking at the ability to communicate.
Yeah, and then I'm assuming when Corwin popped out, he'll probably pop back by East Haven by his friend.
His friend, yeah.
Okay.
So then really you just need to go back and in East Haven where we'll pick up Finnick.
So do you want to do the travel time now so you're there? Because you can get there in one day from here, 4 hours to Goodmead, and then 7 hours to East Haven.
Let's just do it and so we have a good start for next.
So you're gonna need 3 weather and 4 encounter.
Yeah, I'm not doing the first weather.
I'll do the first weather.
It's as clear as it can be. An encounter, you're good so far. It's daytime.
Right.
So
second encounter.
Really?
Always.
All right.
Always.
All right.
My second 98.
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
And that's what we're gonna pick up next week. So apparently, there's an encounter that I have to build for next week when we pick this up before they get to Goodmead.
We run
Awesome.
into the White Wolf's brothers, cousins, sisters,
The
uncles.
wolf comes back thinking it's stealthy on us. Because
Exactly.
it's possessed. I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to have a revenge with it, but who knows?
Possessed, or controlled, or directed.
And it's time. It's about. But we should go check out, see what's going on in the Dwarven Valley and Kelvin's Cairn. But after that, we gotta find a way to stop this cursed cold.
You got any leads on that yet?
No, none of you do. Really?
So,
Brett.
okay.
Yeah, there is one who has a
Well,
lead.
Thanks everybody for coming.
Yep.
See you next. Well, I won't see you next week, so I might not be streaming next week, but these guys will figure it out maybe, and then get me the video, and we'll put it up on, YouTube or something.
We'll figure it out.
Have a good one.
Good night.
I'm at work.